Hello. How's it going? Let me move the mic a little bit. It was too close. I was going to be very lazy today and not stream. So I was thinking maybe going through all 2024's games is better to do in 2024, but I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow. I think I'm going to be too depressed for going back to work on Tuesday. So we do it today, because even though today is Sunday, if Monday's not a work day, then technically Monday's the Sunday. So we are in this weird someplace in between Saturday and Sunday day today, which is nice. Because I treated it as a Sunday where I was incredibly lazy and I did nothing. I had to continue with my big spring cleaning in the winter kind of thing. But, whoops, I did not. Because I am the laziest man alive. I'm sure there's some dead people who work harder than I do at the moment. Ooh. Hope it's been a good weekend so far. I don't know if everyone has tomorrow off. I'm assuming most places have January 1st as a public holiday. I think so. Are we gonna have a lot of fireworks tonight, I wonder? There wasn't that many yesterday. I was a little bit surprised. I thought we would have had more, but yesterday it rained a lot. It was very rainy, very stormy, so maybe people just stayed inside. So I wonder if tonight is the night where people are gonna explode all their money in the sky and annoy everyone. Okay, it is still a little bit rainy tonight as well. But definitely not as bad as last night. It was very windy, very rainy. It's that kind of wind where your windows start making those whistling noises because there's some perfect angle the wind hits it with and it just gets in through the cracks. Ooh, I can't believe I'm looking at my phone and it's saying 31st of December. How did this happen? Whose fault is this? Who can I blame? Who can I blame for the fact that 2023 ran away from us? And it was a complete and utter waste of a year. I mean, the complete and utter waste of the year, that's probably my fault. Can't really blame anyone else for that. But the rest? I don't know. It's too speedy of a year. Oh, I'm still yawning. Got a little drink to go into the new year with. I thought originally maybe for a change I should start late and then try and stream until 12. But I think that's just dumb. I'm never going to do that. This is probably going to be another short-ish stream. Start normal-ish time and then we'll finish, I don't know. Be busy for an hour, maybe 2 hours. I don't really know. I should do a bit more tweaking of, I think, the lips of this model when I speak. I don't feel like it perfectly matches my mouth. Or because I don't really open my mouth that wide when I talk, so I have it triggering on sound as well. And I don't think I'm doing it right. Maybe the rigging just isn't that focused around. Like I didn't request anything special. Maybe I should have. I mean, there's another lip sync type I could use. Let's see. Advanced lip sync. What does that do? I don't know if that actually makes much of a difference. No. Basically, it all looks the same to me. Let's go back to the normal one. Just get so distracted by random things. Assuming everyone's gonna have a nice little New Year's party tonight. People do that on Sundays when it's New Year's on a Sunday. I can't remember when last we had a New Year's on a Sunday. Probably work that out, right? Probably not that long ago. And I'm too lazy to even think about it. I'm just gonna stretch. Oh. I've just been sitting here most of the day watching Twitch VODs, playing Cookie Clicker on my one screen and playing Outer Worlds. Every time I want to Google something, I keep on typing Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds releasing at about the same time. It's not good for my brain. I always mix them up. And then one day I do want to try Outer Wilds again. I just had a few issues last time I played with it being a little bit stuttery at inconvenient times, and then if it stutters and you get into space and your space spins around like this, then I just get too motion sick, so I could really enjoy it. But man, everyone always just talks about how it's the greatest game experience ever. Blah blah blah. So maybe one day I'll give it a go again. At the moment I'm just playing through Outer Worlds again, and I think I'm having a bit more fun than the first time I played it. I think the first time I played it I expected a Fallout kind of thing. Because you had Obsidian making Fallout New Vegas, and then I feel like the hype around the game was going to be, it'll be like a better Bethesda game. Where it's not, right? It's more of a, I don't want to say first person Mass Effect or something, but it's not really like the run around, scavenge everything, scavenge everywhere. It's a lot more limited. Less armors, fewer armors. I think it's fewer armors and weapons, and like not a lot of freedom for like levels and stuff, which is fine if you don't have the wrong idea about the game. Where the maps are mostly tiny here, not really a lot to explore, right? Because you're gonna go everywhere on that tiny map anyway. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. Gonna soon go into one of the DLCs that I haven't tried yet. I just played through the base game last time. Can't remember what build I did. Probably almost the same as I do this time. Hacking and sneaking and whatever. And as usual with those kinds of games, I start at like a very hard difficulty, and then I get to a point where I'm struggling, and then I go, you know what? Let's drop it down to normal. Otherwise I'm never going to get this game done. Maybe I should have had some snacks for tonight. Some tasty New Year's snacks, but no. I forgot. Not really, didn't forget, just didn't plan. Didn't plan ahead. And also the going through 2024's games, I didn't put a lot of effort in. I could have had everything prepared with a long list and links to Steam or whatever, the game's website, but I didn't really get to that. Just didn't feel like it. So we're just going to do it the lazy way. I have the Wikipedia page open for 2024 in video games, and it's got the releases sort of in month order, and then it's got a whole bunch of them where we don't know when, which I'm assuming is just hopeful releases. I don't know if it includes DLCs as well. I wonder. Because I feel like most people's most hype hoped for gaming related thing for next year is, will we have Elden Ring DLC? I wonder, hang on, let me do a quick Google. No. Okay, so that's not on the list because, yeah, we either then don't have the DLC on there, or it's just because, we don't know. But there's a few games I'm vaguely excited about, so we can make a little list of things I'm most hyped about. I'm trying to not be hyped about anything. We don't do hype anymore. Hype leads to disappointment. Disappointment leads to sadness. I don't know where that leads. We'll see later, but I try to not have any hype. only -5. Then we can be pleasantly surprised. Ooh, gee, I'm gonna make a little list of my favorites, and we'll see later what's in that list. Where should I put that? I'll put them on the screen and we can paste some text in there. Oh, that's a bright window. Let's see how bright my character's face gets by which window I have open. This is me moving a white window over the center of my screen. See how bright my face gets. I actually really like that feature. That just makes it a little bit immersive. It also easily shows when you're sort of cheating in a game where you go and you Google something, you open the browser and suddenly my character just goes all bright white because of Google. Hopefully I haven't done that too often. Or ever. No, I don't think I've ever cheated on a game on stream where I looked something up without saying that I'm looking something up. I often do look things up, but it's not like it's sneaky, right? Okay, should we just get into it? Should we just get into 2024? My original plan for the end of the year was let's go through everything that happened this year, but I feel like I'm just gonna vaguely do the same thing again when I do my stream anniversary, which is in January, so it's not that far away. Oh shit, isn't that next week Sunday? Oh yeah, it's the 7th. I can't believe it's almost been another year since I've started streaming. I feel like in that first year, I feel like I accomplished something, like we had the yay affiliate, blah blah blah, and stuff. But this year's been a bit of a sort of a low plateau. Didn't really grow, didn't really achieve anything. But we played some cool games and had some fun. So it's not all sadness. I can't decide if I need to work the word sag more into my vocabulary for when I stream, or whether I on purpose shouldn't use the word ever. I wish I could have scrapped the sag out of my name and just have Uncle. Unfortunately, there's already a popular Uncle streamer. Damn. But okay, let's get me in the corner. And then we'll just pop open Wikipedia and we'll just scroll down and see. So I'm hoping this is going to be vaguely accurate. The other choice is we use, I don't know, Polygon's article or someone else's article, and I don't know if I just want to browse through an article on a website. They probably want people to go read it on their website. And to be honest, they probably got most of the info from the Wikipedia article anyway, right? Wikipedia is a strange one, how I went from you can't believe anything on the internet to Wikipedia's great and amazing. And Wikipedia is great and amazing. I should donate again. I donate every year. Because Wikipedia is, I feel like, one of the greatest internet achievements. Unless you worked for an encyclopedia company, then you're probably fucked and you don't like them at all. Like even when encyclopedias went digital with those, was it Encarta? You could get the CD with everything on it. Like why use that when you can use Wikipedia? Damn. The video game industry. And they show the Intel booth. Oh, there's a Nintendo booth as well. So, 24 is expected to see the release of many new video games. Wow. Major events. Are we gonna care about this? Evo Japan. Nintendo stops online services for 3DS and Wii U. I didn't even know they had online services for 3DS. Summer Game Fest. Not a lot of major events. I feel like the person who did this table I forgot to add a lot more. Because aren't we going to have all the normal game awards and all those things, or they're not big enough? Hardware releases. Apple Vision Pro is probably the furthest thing from a gaming device. It would be interesting if... Oh, okay, no, iPhone has games and stuff, so they'll probably also have games, but who are they targeting? I think it's going to be so expensive. And I'm mostly only going to care about Windows releases because... Yeah, because I only care about Windows releases, but we can have a peek at some of the others and I can go, oh, I wish it'll be on PC, but usually it's only, you know, PlayStation games that I care about. Nintendo is a different world. It has no effect on me. I almost never look at Nintendo games and say, oh, I wish that was on PC. Except for the fact that I would love to play through all the old classic stuff, but new Nintendo releases, it's like it doesn't exist to me. And that's not me trying to be edgy and negative, it's just no Nintendo console. Maybe next year I'll buy, if the Switch 2 comes out, I'll buy a Switch 2, or maybe before then I'll finally give in and say, you know what, screw this. We can play through some Nintendo games on stream. Bit of an expensive thing just to do for a few games on stream, but maybe that'll be fine. Okay. I'm not gonna care about like these new entries and stuff, blah blah blah. We're just gonna go through like this. So January to March they have what? Oh, they divided into the quarters. Oh, okay. I was thinking, why split it January to March and then April to June? That's because it's a quarters. I feel like, oh, this is only the ones we have specific dates for, right? So that's why it's going to get less and less as we go down. With the first month or two, we already know exactly which games are going to come out, so there's a lot more. Okay. So first one is last, Laika. Age Through Blood, Action Adventure Metroidvania. Never heard of it ever. It's Nintendo. So, Momodora, Moonlit Farewell. It's a Windows game. Is it on Steam? I'm really hoping none of these games are hentai games. Because if I paste this into Steam, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed at myself. It looks cute. I'm not the biggest pixel arty kind of fan. Never heard of this in my life, so I don't know. Maybe good, maybe not good. Top Racer Collection. Pole Position Arcade Racing Simulator. It's by Namco in 1982. This is just Pole Position. I'm saying Top Racer Collection. If there was a whole collection of them, is it just going to be this? Wait, was this the one I saw a while ago where it was like a multiplayer remake or something? I don't know. Hospital. Never heard of it. Okay, I'm not actually gonna go through every game. If I'm curious about something, I'm gonna look at it. Medical Sim. Oh, this is an interesting like theme. A World War II hospital game. A bit serious for me, I think. Well, that's very interesting. Crystal Story, Dawn of Dusk, action role-playing. Ooh, isn't this the kind of stuff I keep saying I want more of? Hoping they'll all be in Steam already. It's the first entry in the Crystal Story Epic. Oh, it's... No, 100% won't play this. I don't like fake CRT effects on things. It just makes my eyes hurt. Making everything like, you know, this blurry on purpose. I can't play games that does this with the art. So yeah, there's zero chance of trying to play this. Gungrave Gore Ultimate Enhanced Edition. I never played this. Oh, it's the Nintendo release. Oh, because the Ultimate Enhanced Edition. Very interesting, but not really my kind of thing, I think. Dreadout 2, survival horror, Nintendo. Yeah, this Prince of Persia game could be interesting. I think I've seen some bits and pieces of it that... Oh, it's not on Steam? Okay. Oh, it's gonna be Ubisoft. Oh. Why did I... Of course it's Ubisoft. Why wouldn't it be? Man, the original Prince of Persia. That game was so much fun. Oh, we see anything interesting about it? Not really, right? But don't Ubisoft sell their games on Steam these days? Does it come to Steam later? No, this might still be fun. But I haven't really enjoyed any of the Prince of Persias other than the original. Wait, why did I lose my place? Still early January. Yunnan, the Haunted Art Springs. Thrilling Steamy Maze. Okay, this sounds like I should hide my screen before I... Roguelike anime cute. Okay, I do see people dressed in like towels and people with their boobly bits hanging out, but not that bad. But okay, if in playing the game over an anime girl whose bits aren't that visible, watch out for damage to your clothes. Okay, yeah, this is not what we're going for. Definitely not on stream. Another code, no idea what this is. Point and click, but it's Nintendo. Last of Us Part 2 remaster. I can't believe they're remastering this already. It came out 3 years ago. I'm assuming it still looks... I still haven't played Part 2. I liked Part 1. Part 1 was great. It was one of those games I bought a PS4 for, so that I could play Last of Us, God of War, and I can't remember what else. I wanted to play Bloodborne and there was something else I wanted to play. Big waste of money. Made me realize, nah, you know what, I'd rather just play on PC. Yeah, I want to play this at some point when they do a PC release, but Part 2 isn't even on PC yet and they're doing a remaster. It would be better if the remaster was like, okay, well, we'll do everything. But nah. Graven. Oh, spiritual successor to Hexen. And those were the days, all those back when you called first-person shooters Doom-likes. Oh no, mixed. Why mixed? Oh, it's already early access. Oh, I already think I can't play it. Too much camera wiggle. You never know how much of this is just put in for cinematic stuff. Looks cool, why don't people like it? Do not buy a 3D Realms game in early access. Oh. Okay. That's fine, so maybe it'll be good, maybe not. Owl, PS5 and Xbox, my strategy, I don't know what that is. Neptunia, Sisters vs. Sisters. No thanks. And some of these Nintendo role-playing games just sound dodgy. Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney Trilogy. I've never played an Ace Attorney game in my life. I don't know if I should at some point, or whether you should have the nostalgia factor to enjoy it now. Maybe it's still good. But I've never really been a visual novel gamer at all, so I don't know if I've ever played a visual novel. Can't remember. Dochinoi Gasuki Tesuka. I don't know what the fuck this is. Oh, it's another visual novel game, not on PC. And imagine you do a release in 2024 and you release on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. What? Maybe they've been working on it forever and that's why they're still targeting PS4. Oh, this Ace Attorney one as well. Xbox One and PS4. What? Then Capcom weird as hell. Can't be a good sign for a game, right? Macross Shooting Insight. Oh, I've never been super into like shoot 'em up games, but there was better hope none of these games are even mature in this list. It's not gonna be on Windows. It's not on Windows. There was a few that I liked growing up, but I can't remember their names. I was never good at them. Any kind of dodging all the bullets on screen, I'm really bad at. Sharon the Wanderer, the Mystery Dungeon of Serpent Coil Island. A long name. But it's Switch game, so ignoring that. Toho Luna Nights. If I hover on one of these and it's boobs jumping up, I'm gonna be angry. Metroidvania Action Adventure. Could be cute, but it's only PlayStation. Fighting game. Under Night in Birth 2. Okay. Developed by French Bread. It's a company named French Bread. I've never been good at fighting games. Like a Dragon. I should probably have put more effort into finishing oh shit, what's the Yakuza 0, and then started playing the others, but I played a bit and then I just stopped. And I feel like all these games have just all the same characters that are connected, and so I'm never going to get into them if I don't play all of them, kind of thing. It's probably not true. Tekken... Man, last time I played a Tekken game was... I don't even know. Maybe it was just Tekken. Maybe it was Tekken 2, I don't know. So long ago. I didn't enjoy it that much. I didn't enjoy the 3D movement aspect of it. I liked just from the side games a bit more. I like Mortal Kombat more. But I don't know how Tekken is these days. I never see anything about it. Maybe this is the... When did we last have a Tekken release? Because I just always only hear about Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Yeah, when was Tekken 7 released? I don't actually care. Lost Legends of Redwall, the Scout Anthology. 6 episodic indie game. Adventure. Yeah, that could be cute, right? The Redwall books are, yeah, stuff with the mouse and things. So there's going to be a bunch of small games. Soma Games isn't the company that made Soma, is it? I don't think so. If I read up here about Christian video game industry, it's almost definitely not. Okay, no. It's interesting. Apps and apps and apps, and now they make these. Oh wait, they already made those and they were vaguely successful, so... I say vaguely, I don't know. Enough to make more. Okay. Interesting. Grand Blue. Oh, we're in the second month. This is February, right? Yeah. I need to start being a bit faster, I think. But yeah, as mentioned earlier, as we're going to run through, we're going to run out of games. So far, I haven't run into anything that I'm excited about. Grand Blue. Don't know anything about Grand Blue. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Nothing about Grand Blue Fantasy franchise, so I'm not really interested. It's hard for me to get into a game if I haven't played the previous ones. A Jujutsu Kaisen game. Ooh. Fighting game. I wonder if that'll be any good. Interesting. The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered. I'm just not into JRPGs these days. I've never been very into them. Like Final Fantasy VII, still the best one I've ever played. Anything after that was okay. I could keep myself busy for a while and it was fun, but there's never like anyone I can say, oh, that was so great, that was so wonderful. I had a great time the entire time I played it. Maybe there'll be one that comes along at some point. Oh, they've got the same game on the first and the second. Maybe it releases in different zones. Persona 3. I've never played a Persona game. I probably should. But this is one of those ones where people are really into Persona, And I don't know where. Like, can you just start at 3? Can you start at 5? Do you have to do all of them? No idea. Suicide Squad. Everything I've seen of this so far is probably expected to be a big disaster, right? I don't think I've heard anyone say anything good about this game. But whether it's just because of earlier DC games that people are grumpy about, or the fact that the game's not even out yet, and I think it looks like a very microtransaction-y kind of games as service game. Unless I have it wrong. I could have it wrong, but yeah, not hyped. Damn, £90 for digital deluxe. Yeah, probably not gonna be interested in this. Oh, it's multiplayer and stuff anyway. Helldivers 2. I never played Helldivers 1. I think it looked like a cool co-op game, but it didn't look like something I would enjoy solo. Unless I'm confusing with something else. Touhou Danmaku Kagura. Fantasia Lost. Oh, rhythm game. Not gonna happen. I have zero. No, I don't have zero rhythm. I've got a little bit of rhythm. Just not enough. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. Oh, this is that game that just looks like it's a sequel for Forspoken or something. Something about it just... I don't know. I don't know if it's the name Like this Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. It just sounds... I don't know what it sounds like. It sounds like they used the fantasy book name generator. Or maybe it's good. No idea. I feel I've seen something about this ages ago, but... It's cinematic action RPG. What does that even mean? Maybe it's good. It's a big game, isn't it? And then reviews from places I've never heard before. Oh, IGN France had a thing to say about it. I already don't like it. Man, I wish pre-order bonuses and stuff was made illegal. Any kind of FOMO shit at the beginning of a game, I think we should say no to. RZ, the Jewel of Faramore. Don't know what the hell this is. CDI Software. Action Adventure. Animated adventure game. What do they mean, animated adventure game? Oh, this looks very... Oh. Okay. Interesting, interesting art decisions. How I feel about this 100% depends on how serious the game is. Damn. Yeah, okay. Biomutant? Oh, Switch. I still haven't played it. I wanted to originally, and then it just didn't look that great. Solum Infernum. Solium Infernum. Why does it sound familiar? Turn-based grand strategy game. Ooh. I am vaguely, I wouldn't say hyped, but Tomb Raider 1 to 3 Remaster. Starring Lara Croft. Who else would it be starring? It's Tomb Raider. This isn't on Steam, is it? Oh, it is. Because I keep saying, oh yeah, I miss the other traps and stuff from the old one, but that could just be me with my not clear memories of how the game actually was. But I would like to play this again. I just want to dive off something and do that dive animation, hit the ground. It did change a lot. Yeah, I'd like to play this again. Because the new ones are still, they're fine, right? But these are the Tomb Raider games. Just jumping around with your dual pistols. Yeah, I just miss those huge rooms with all the cool puzzles and swing and jump to that lever and then that one and then do this and then do that. I missed that. I feel the newer ones wasn't really about the puzzle. It was all about, hey, there are these markers on the map. Go scavenge for stuff so you can upgrade your bow. And then action combat. Gun Vault Records. Psychronicle. No idea what this is. Our rhythm game. The Legend of Heroes. Trials Through Daybreak. Oh, another Switch game. Plate Up. Oh, Yogscast Games. I didn't know Yogscast had their own game studio. Wait. Isn't there a Plate Up already? Am I thinking of something? Oh, there's a Plate Up on PC already, right? Is this just going for... what's this? Oh, yeah, there's this game. This looked like hectic fun, but only playing with friends. Otherwise it looks horrible to me, but I didn't know it's Yogscast Games. I didn't know they had a publishing company. Huh. Interesting. And yeah, I saw loads of people playing this when it came out, so I'm assuming this is going to be a good release for, especially Nintendo Switch, I think. I'm actually surprised people still like Xbox One. For some reason, Xbox One feels older to me than PlayStation 4. Probably because the Xbox naming scheme is such a massive, incredible disaster. I feel like there's an Xbox between these two. Man, they should have fired the person who named Xboxes, who came up with that. Because that person can't be right. There's something wrong there. Like, how do you go from our competitor does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you go, you know what would be cool? 360, then 1, then... Was it then the Series S and X? Wasn't there another one in between? And the fact that I'm confused about this is the problem. So dumb. And yeah, Nintendo does their own thing. They're dumb as well, but it's Nintendo. But their consoles don't feel like they have much to do with each other, right? Nintendo consoles mostly feel like everyone's a new thing that's different. Where PlayStation and Xbox, it's a games console, right? You're gonna have better looking games in the next version. More storage, more powerful CPU, more powerful that, and that's that. Where the Nintendo stuff is, hey, what if we make a controller you can stick up your butt? Oh, next one is, what if we make a game that you wear as a hat? Etc. Okay. Spirit Hunter Deathmark. Horror visual novel. Legend of Heroes Trials of Cold Steel 3. And how many of these anime role-playing games are there? Oh, 3 and 4 released on the same day? Maybe it was, it's 2018, 2017. It's just PlayStation 5 remakes. Those two, okay. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Recollect. Why does it sound familiar? It looks cute so far. Spaceship crashes. Puzzle adventure game. This is the kind of thing we're going to play on stream in a stream or two. That looks cute. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Skull and Bones. I know a lot of people are excited about this, right? But it's just going to be a Ubisoft game, right? I don't know. Maybe it's a lot different. Isn't it just basically going to be Assassin's Creed again, but more focused on the boat? Or was this more focused on... This is not going to be on Steam, right? Of course not. Is this more of a... What's that? Multiplayer game with the boats in the sea and... I don't know. Platforms, Amazon Luna. Oh, that's Animals. Amazon's cloud gaming thing. Which, I don't know if I've ever heard anything about it from anywhere. Tactical action game. Okay, it does have a single player campaign. Maybe it'll be fine, maybe not, but definitely not buying an Ubisoft game when it's new. Harem Collection Volume 2. I'm a software engineer and a Japanese video game developer. Okay. Ooh, Last Epoch. Okay, this is the first vaguely excited about game. Because I have played a little bit of Last Epoch. It's cool. I just decided, like I own this already. I just decided I want to wait for release because I had a few bugs and stuff, and then I thought, you know what? Let's just wait. For me, it wasn't as good as Grim Dawn or Path of Exile or previous Diablos and stuff, but it was still fine. But I didn't play the endgame. I'm hoping the endgame's cool, but I just thought, oh, I'll save it up. I'll save it up for later. It's got an interesting... It's got the usual skills as you level up, right? But then it's got its twist where every skill has its own skill tree, which I like. So yeah, I'm excited to play this again. This is definitely something, when it releases, I think I'll play. I think they're almost a little bit not too happy about their shop and the usual, you know, the usual microtransaction shit. I feel like if they want to do microtransactions, it should be free to play. That's fine. It's not super expensive. And yeah, I hope this ends up being good and stays being good. At the moment, I think the people that like it really like it. But something about it just doesn't... It didn't feel that good to me. I didn't get that into it, and I don't know why, but maybe the little bit that I don't like is going to be fixed. We'll see. But yeah, this is on my list of things I'm actually at all excited about for next year. Slave Zero X. I don't know what this is. Corpo Nation, the sorting process. Construction and management simulation. What's this? I don't like this graphic style. This doesn't give me nostalgia. This just makes me like I'm going to look at this and I'm going to constantly just complain about me not being able to read the fonts. Yeah, nah. King Arthur Knight's Tale? Tactical role-playing game? Not on PC? Shocker. Unless it's already on PC. Oh, it is already. I'm always curious about people streaming on Steam. Like, is there a point? Is it just for funsies? Can you make anything out of this? I know a lot of people, they stream on Twitch and they'll just do a Steam stream as well, but I'm always very curious. Yeah, what's this one again? I definitely have this on my wish list. I don't know why I haven't bought it yet. Oh, I just... Like I said, I'm all tactical RPG'd out. I just want to play action RPGs at the moment. Yeah, but at some point I'll definitely get this and give it a go. Open Roads interactive movie. I haven't played any of these interactive movie games. Pacific Drive. I've seen something about this. Survival roguelike. This is weird. It's on Windows and PS5, not on Xbox. That's odd. I feel like once something's on PC, then it almost makes just sense to put on Xbox as well. Can't remember. Are you just driving? Is it first person driving? No, you get out of your car as well. I wish games had more actual gameplay screenshots rather than more cinematic kind of things. Like, is this a gameplay screenshot? Is this just an engine screenshot? I don't know. Because often, like a racing game or something, I'll click on it and I can't figure out like what the view is for the cars. What does this game actually look like? Okay, this looks like this might be the person standing there with something in their hand. Okay, this looks like a game view. Some of these others I'm not sure. This one as well. Okay, so you do get out of your car, but what does the racing look like? Oh, so sit in the car like this. I like third person when I'm in a car in a game. I can't really judge where the car is. But yeah, I think I've seen a little video about this game and I think it looked cool. Maybe it was at some of the Game Awards or something. I definitely saw something about this game somewhere. Looked interesting. Retro Game Challenge 1 and 2. Replay. Switch game. Sons of the Forest. I played the first Forest game. The Forest. But I ended up turning enemies off, I think. Or I dropped the difficulty down to easy. I can't remember. I did one of the two because it's just a lot of survival crafting games get tedious solo. And I didn't want the tediousness of the solo along with scary monsters, especially because you go into those dark caves. I'm too much of a coward. So I just ended up making the game easy just to play through. I can't remember if I ended up finishing it in that way. Can you finish it? Do you get rescued? I don't even know anymore. Like deck building, you want either more anime games. For someone who watches as much anime as I do, when I see like an anime game title, I never go, oh yeah, I should play that. Almost more the opposite. Promenade. Oh, it's a platform game. Why does this... Feels like it should sound familiar, but... Looks cute. Very cutesy. Sharon the Wanderer, the Mystery Dungeon of Seventh Quality. Didn't we see this earlier, or was it on different platforms and now it's the Nintendo release? Sympathy Kiss, Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. Is this another boomer shooter? Okay, it's another 3D Realms. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't look like I'll be able to play it. There's a lot of camera movement there. Unless you can turn some of it off, you probably won't be able to. Okay, like meh. Brothers, Tale of Two Sons remake. I never played the first one. Or not the first one, the not really the original. I think it's been in my Steam library forever. And I don't think I've ever even tried it. Maybe it's one of those that I just found worked better co-op or something. Or wasn't this the co-op one? Was this the one you control the one brother with one stick on your controller and the other one with another stick? I can't remember. Oh, Star Wars Dark Forces remaster. Oh. How remastered. I didn't know this was going to happen. How big of a remaster is it? I don't really show gameplay. Does the video show gameplay? Okay, it's not a huge, not a remake. It's just a remaster. Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed this back in the day. This was good. Barbella Abyss, no idea what the hell this is. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I can't even keep track of what's what with Final Fantasy. I don't know. I love Final Fantasy VII, the original one, but these remakes came out expensive, and it's a chunk of the game, and I don't know if is it a remake, is it reimagining, did they change the story, did not change the story, I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll definitely want to play them at some point far in the future, but at the moment I'm a bit meh about it. Goblin Slayer, another adventure, Nightmare Feast, what? Did that Goblin Slayer? Is there a different Goblin Slayer? Oh no, it is Goblin Slayer, cool. Oh, Goblin Slayer feels weird if it's this cutesy. Okay, probably not going to be interested in this. The Red, the Light, and the whatever. Oh, another visual novel. Nah. Victoria Saga 2. Idea what the hell this is. Welcome to Paradise. Why does this sound familiar? Zombies you train to do stuff. Is that a zombie elephant? Okay, I don't know. Maybe cool, maybe not cool. Heavenly Bodies, Islands of Insight. Shared World Puzzle Adventure game. What does that mean? Epic shared world puzzle game. You play as a secret and peaceful journey, seek out blah. Okay, but it's multiplayer, so I won't play it. But a multiplayer puzzle game? I mean, unless it's like just co-op stuff, but it's like shared. Okay, they don't say like MMO, so. Unless you can just play it solo. But they don't say so, they say multiplayer. Okay. Political Machine 2024. So start playing Stardock games at some point, I don't know why. Tokyo Revengers. Mediterranean Inferno, visual novel. The Outlast Trials. Isn't this... Is this out already? Confused. Didn't people play this? Oh, it's early access. This is too gross for me, I think. It's Dusk Falls on PC. Fitness boxing featuring Hatsune Miku. Are you punching Hatsune Miku in the face in this game? That doesn't feel very Nintendo. Maybe her music is just in it. Maybe you're on the same team, I don't know. But fitness boxing and Hatsune Miku, I don't really know. Or maybe you never actually box someone, it's just fitness. Homeworld 3. I think I might have played a little teensy bit of Homeworld 1, but I don't think I really got into it. Unicorn Overlord. LB. Players control the titular character. Okay, not on PC anyway. Alone in the Dark. Wait, Alone in the Dark remake? Oh wait, not that Alone in the Dark. I might be thinking of a different game. What am I thinking of? What are they saying here? 90s cult classic game, okay. What was this one then? Okay, this one people definitely didn't like. Okay, because this doesn't look familiar at all. Okay, people hated this game. What is the original Alone in the Dark? In the Dark 1. I don't remember this. Yeah, it's not what I thought. I was thinking of something else. I definitely played this. So long ago. So long ago. Dragon's Dogma 2. Wasn't super into Dragon's Dogma, but it's a action role-playing game, right? I've been moaning about wanting more action role-playing games, so... Oh, did it crash? I crashed the player. It's got the... Like, if you play it, it's definitely a Japanese game rather than like an American-made game or UK-made game or something. Like the menus and the interactions and how things are treated, it's just a little bit different. So it wasn't wonderful, but I enjoyed it and I played through the whole thing. And I know people say they didn't have time to finish the first one and they had to rush it and they had to cut a bunch of stuff out. Like these lion people. So we'll see whether the second one. But yeah, I'm not hyped, but I'm looking forward to this. I'll definitely play it. It's on the list. Princess Peach Showtime, not on the list. Rise of the Ronin. So many PS5 games that I would still love to play. Something Chocolate, Mars 2120, Metroidvania. Never heard of it. Looks odd. I don't think I like the graphic style of it. What does it look like when it moves? Yeah, maybe. Or a Dirgy 2, no idea what that is. Legend of Heroes Trials Through Daybreak. Oh, Nintendo Switch. I should just check if there's Nintendo Switch, I'll just skip it. Chia. No idea what this is. Don't spell Carnival. Anime games. Demon Slayer game. That art looks interesting. Was it from the manga? Digital tabletop game. Interesting. Megaton Musashi. Don't know what that is. Or do they have this on both days? Oh, there's an A and there's a B. Oh, that's Japan only and that's the rest of the... Okay. It's the rest of the world. Oh, that makes sense. Braid Anniversary Edition? I don't think I ever played Braid. I feel like when it came out I wasn't too interested in intellectual puzzle platforming game. Maybe I should give it a go when the Anniversary Edition comes out. Don't know what that is, don't know what that is. This might be good. I wonder if it's gonna be good. I hope it is. I feel like people are very unsure about this, because it almost looks like those original few gameplay videos, right? It almost looks too good. Like when you run through the snow over here and you fight and the snow just goes everywhere. I hate this in the Steam video player where if you mute it and if you skip, it unmutes itself. Oh, you. But yeah, I wonder how... I mean, it's... I don't know if it's just plain old action RPG or if they're gonna try to be a bit more Souls-like with it. If it's just a plain old action RPG, I hope they've got difficulty settings. Because this looks... this looks like something that might be hard, but it looks beautiful. So yeah, I'm probably not interested in playing this when it comes out, right? But I am intrigued about this one. I'll put it on my list. We're already almost at the end of the year. Space Marine 2, 100% on the list. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. I really enjoyed the first one. I was so hyped about the second one coming out this year. Played the first one on stream. I struggled a bit at the end. The entire game is good, and then right at the end with the boss I got a little bit of annoyed because you have to replay such a big segment when you die. But yeah, big dudes, big guns, chain swords, what's not to like? Hope it's good. Oh yeah, so far away. Okay, now we're at the ones we don't know about. 171. Don't know what that is. What is that? Open world action adventure with Brazilian inspired ambience. Is it GTA Brazil basically? I mean, looking at the screenshots, action, indie, open world, crime, gore, and does seem like it's GTA Brazil. Could be fun. 33 Immortals? Does that sound familiar? Roguelike action. Oh, don't have it on Steam. There's no link here, so I'm not gonna try and search for it too badly. The Alters survival game. Space Marine got alternate version of survival on a spellable planet. It's interesting. So you just keep cloning yourself. Isn't like Moon? Is that movie called Moon? Ooh, you both like this. I like that. Interesting. Oh, is that your base? Is your base a giant wheel and then rolls around? Interesting. Myro Chocolate, Nintendo Switch. Ancient Weapon Holly. What is that? Action roll like sounds like dungeon crawler. Something weird about them running around in a dress and fighting big dudes with axes. The ancient weapon Holly awakens. Starting a revenge against humanity, oh. Looks interesting. There's so many other games that might release this year that's all just in early access, right? But who knows when they're gonna get released. Angeline Era, no idea what this is. .3D action RPG filled with intense boss fights. Forced 4x3 game. Interesting. I'm always intrigued by like style decisions like this to make something look like it's really old. It's not like you played games back in the day on a widescreen monitor and had black bars on the side. Odd. I mean, it's not odd, but it's not for me. First-person shooter from Devolver Digital. Made published by Angerfoot. You're not an actual foot, are you? Oh no, you kick. Oh, this is gonna be motion sickness city for me. It looks very, very cute. I like the idea of this foot just coming out all the time. You're just kicking everyone. The graphics look cool. I like the style. But yeah, definitely not. Definitely not something I think I'll be able to play. Metroidvania puzzle game. Wait, let's hover. I like the idea of Metroidvania puzzle. Explore dancing in like a labyrinth. Okay. Not a big fan of the style. This again looks a little bit too much like don't you miss big old CRT TVs? Untold History. History Untold, sorry. I never heard of it. Turn-based strategy. Just not into turn-based strategy at the moment. I don't know what went wrong in my brain that I suddenly am like meh about it. I used to love them. Arisen Force, Vonomir, no idea what that is. What is that? Action role-playing. Looks a bit, and oh, this looks very cute. Which game looks like this again? I can't remember. There's a specific JRPG that looks like this. Can't remember. Arc 2, just not interested. Mentioned this a few times, but Arc 1 made me so motion sick. It's one of the few games I've ever instantly just went, you know what, I'm not even gonna try. And I refunded it. But it looked cool. I like crafting games and it has dinosaurs and shit, so I was very sad about it. Well, there was just too much camera shake in everything you do and wobble, and it was just too much. Like, it's hard to enjoy a game if like, okay, I'm gonna hit this rock, but I have to look away while I do it. And yeah, maybe the second one doesn't have a lot of that, but there sort of monetization and stuff for the games have always been a bit fishy. Like, I don't think you should be selling DLC for your game if it's still in early access. So yeah, it's definitely a wait very long and then maybe I'll give it a go kind of game. Assault Suit Lanos 2 Saturn Tribute. Okay, this is definitely a very classic shoot 'em up. Sora the Striker. Another shoot 'em up. Avowed is on my list. I hope this is good. Because man, it's Obsidian, and isn't this Obsidian's first big game since they joined or got bought out by Xbox? I hope it's good. But I don't know much about it. We can kick. But yeah, first-person RPG is a bit difficult then to not in your brain go, oh, I wonder how much is it like an Elder Scrolls game. But it doesn't, then looks a lot more actiony. Oh, there's a bit of camera movement when they swing that sword. I'm hoping you can turn that off. But yeah, fight a big fungus bear. Looks cool, looks interesting, looks fun. I definitely hope this is good. Cause yeah, when last did Obsidian do anything that I liked? Let's put Avowed on the list. I mean, did I go on Xbox Studios or did I go to both of them link to? Oh, they're both just linked to Xbox Game Studios. Pity. Wanted to check out just Obsidian. Then they do this. Like, they did a few like small tiny things, didn't they? What else did they do recently? No idea. But I hope. Let's hope it's good. Because man, back in the day, Obsidian used to be the shit. Bandletale, a League of Legends story. No idea what to think about this. It's funny because I don't give a shit about League of Legends, but with the show on Netflix, which I've forgotten the name of right now, I really, really, really enjoyed. So I'm curious. I'm assuming this is not going to be on Steam. Oh. Interesting. Crafting RPG. Oh. Wait. From? No. Graveyard Keeper was okay. Punch Club wasn't anything. Graveyard Keeper was just... It was just a little bit too player unfriendly for me. They just made everything too tedious. You just had to do like small inventory and you have to access it all from your chest directly and you have to walk really far and you can't really teleport that easily. Just a lot that made it a lot more tedious than I feel like it should have been. If it was a little bit less tedious, I think I would have loved it. But I never finished it. I always play a very long time and then I get a little bit annoyed about it. Probably because a lot of other farming games, even though Graveyard Keeper calling it a farming game is a bit, like, probably not technically correct. A lot of often there's stuff you sort of have to do, but if you don't really want to, you can just skip it. But Graveyard Keeper, like every day they just dump those bodies and you have to look at the bodies and you have to do this and you have to do that. I feel it ends up feeling a bit rushed sometimes. I just can't chill that much when I play it. But yeah, this looks cute. A little bit of a different look. So crafting RPG was crafting RPG. Just like, do you have a base and stuff for your craft stuff, or is it just as you run around with stuff in your inventory? Okay, you have your little base. Fine. This looks cute. This looks like the opposite of League of Legends. Unless someone occasionally goes to your sort of house and calls you a slur. Okay, that actually looks very cute. I hope it's good. Battle Crush. Action Brawler. NCSoft. Intrigued. Oh, it's a Battle Royale EVP game. Okay, never mind. They move around so quickly in this trailer thing, I can't even keep track. But yeah. Beastie Ball. Sports, turn-based tactics, role-playing. Oh, damn. I'm intrigued, but not in a good way. It's too many words there I don't like. Coach a sports team of beasties in this turn-based volleyball RPG. It's cute. Interesting, okay. Berserk Boy. Berserk Boy. High-speed action-packed platformer. You're basically Mega Man. Light camera. I'll check this out as well. But I feel like usually if something's a PC and Nintendo Switch release, it's sort of something that I'm going to think is a bit meh. Well, this actually looks cool. Hang on. Ooh, I like futuristic Metroidvanias. Can you aim any direction, or is it just literally in front of you and up and diagonal? Looks like you can aim... Oh yeah, you can. Nice. Yeah, this looks cool. Yeah, this looks cool. Protocol. Amazon Games. Did they close down? Or was it just their engine that they closed down a while ago? Oh, nah. It's already too anime for me. Oh, it's an MMO. Okay, yeah, never mind. Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus. Oh, it's published by Humble Games. Hand-drawn 2.5D action platformer. Oh, it looks pretty. Oh, if it's good, this could be fun. I haven't played a good platformer Metroidvania-ish game since Ori and the Blind Forest. Technically Ori 2. This looks like a VTuber. This looks very cute, very pretty game. Yeah. Botany Manor. puzzle adventure? No. There's going to be a few little puzzle games to play next year. Exploration puzzle walking simulator, okay. Interesting. Bounty Star, the morose tale of Graveyard Clem. This does not sound... Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I feel like the longer a name of a game gets, the more it sounds a bit dodgy. Broken Roads. Windows, Xbox, and Switch. I feel like I've seen this before. Does this just look familiar? RPGs in decaying Australian outback. Is it post-apocalyptic or is it just the Australian? Oh, it's post-apocalyptic. Okay, so I was going to say it's hard to tell, but okay, so it's basically almost Mad Maxy kind of thing. Okay. But yeah, party-based RPG at the moment, not really interested, but in the future, definitely. This does look cool. Drop Bear Bites. This could be cool. I like post-apocalyptic stuff. Pie Sweet Corolla? How do you pronounce that? Horror adventure. Maybe that's something we can play next year for Halloween. Oh, I like the art. Almost looks Disney movie. Old Disney movie. Looks like Disney movies when they were still good in Disney movies. This almost looks a rip-off Disney movie kind of level. But yeah, it looks cute. Interesting. Adventure windows and I'm probably gonna stop looking at all of these. Just curious. This looks cute as well. Adventure in the exploration cute non-linear. Are we fishing? There's like Minotaur people. Graphics look a little bit weird. Once again, looks like a blurry on purpose kind of thing. Well, that could be interesting. Cassette Boy. Where's the Cassette Boy? What's up with these games that I just don't have any idea what they are? Oh, yeah, no. Nope. 100% one play. I just don't like the art. Very picky these days. Casting of Frank Stone. Or a narrative adventure. It's a narrative. Something a narrative adventure versus just a... Is it somewhere in between an adventure game and a visual novel? Oh, this looks a bit too tortury. I don't know, something about that just screams Saw to me. I haven't seen anything too gross. Maybe it's cool. Cat Quest 3 action roleplay. What's Cat Quest 2 like? You're a pervertier. And there's pirates. Oh. Okay. It does look cute. Does look cute. Cat Tales Wild Story. Chicken Police Into the Hive. Point and click adventure. I do like my point-and-click adventures. I still have a few. We played that one on stream, right? But I bought a whole bundle of them from that one company. Oh, this is not how I expected the chickens to look. Oh, this is very noir. And I feel like I'm just complaining about everything's art style, but I hate noir movies. The whole genre. The monologues, the vibes. Just not a big fan. Clock Tower, survival horror, point and click. Oh, that could be interesting. No Clock Tower? No Clock Tower. Where are they releasing then? Maybe it's just not on Steam yet. Cook Serve Delicious, remastered. What? Oh, remastered. Oh. Is that clever or is that so bad it's making me angry? Hey, Walrus. Didn't expect to see me today? Yeah, but I have tomorrow off, right, because of New Year, so it's not technically a Sunday evening for me, even though it is Sunday. Tomorrow night is the Sunday of the week. So that's when I'm gonna lie in bed and cry and, you know, the usual Sunday evening routine. Hope you're having a good last little bit of 2023. I'm just going through the 2024 video games wiki list and making a small list of games I'm mostly interested in. Like the top, almost at the hype level, but not quite there. Is this a cooking game? I've decided the remastered makes me angry. It is clever, but it makes me angry. Oh, does it? Is it just too clever? It's so clever it makes me feel stupid and that's why I'm angry? Or is it's such a pun? It's the punniest pun that's ever punned and that's why I'm upset. I don't know. I'm intrigued why I've never seen it before instead of remastered. But okay. Contra. Oh, really? Is this a new one or is this like just an old one that's made to work on everything? Like Red Faction got a remastered. Did they actually call it that and stuff, or is this just you being very clever? Because that's also clever. Not as clever as remastered, but it's never really into Contra at all. Because yeah, I didn't have a console, so I didn't play it much. Who knows? Ooh, Core Keeper. I'm waiting for Core Keeper's release. I really liked it. I've played quite a bit, but I stopped after a while because, once again, any game you can play multiplayer and it's a crafting game can get a little bit tedious and a bit grindy sometimes. What the hell are there race cars? Not that far in the game. So I thought, you know what, I'll wait until it gets released and everything's in there and maybe it'll be slightly differently balanced, or maybe I'll just be more into it. Or maybe I can get a mod that makes it the way I like it. But yeah, it was good. This is one of the more fun. Is that Tortoise on a boat? I don't remember seeing that either. This is one of the more fun little crafting games I've played in the last few years. I really enjoyed it. I do just get a little bit annoyed if I run super far away from my base and I die. I have to go get all my stuff again. But yeah, very cute. I'm gonna put this on my list, even though you can already play it. I'm just going by release. Corpse Party 2 Darkness Distortion. No idea. Don't even know what it's gonna be released on. Okay, I'm too curious. Let's see if this is on Steam. No. Fine. Corsairs, Battle of the Caribbean. It's strategy. I want another little sailing around in a boat action game like Pirates. You just have your fleet and you sail around. Well, I say action. Could be interesting. Dark Auction. Deathbound. Deathbound sounds familiar. What's Deathbound? I cannot be said a world where faith and science clash, just like this one. So the essences of fallen warriors to harness their powers. Okay, so not like this one. Dark fantasy action RPG violent 3D. Okay. So weird to put 3D in the user tags. I can't really see that anymore, right? Can't decide whether I like the style or not. Okay, that could be interesting. Death Trick Double Blind. No idea what that is. Oh. Interactive fiction, visual novel. Okay, never mind. Just never been into visual novels. I'd rather just read a book or watch a show. The Cat Police. Is that not? Oh, that's not on there. Oh, it's not even on PC. Why am I even looking on Steam? I should have looked there. Demon School Strategy Roleplay. Is that another anime? Come on. I don't know how I feel about the art style. It looks okay. Probably not going to play it. Detained, too good for school. Oh shit, OTK games. I didn't know they had a... Oh, this is going to be massively degenerate shit then. Hang on. Can I even have this on stream if it's OTK? Action beat 'em up, action RPG, open world, and of course it's busty anime girls fighting. It's just a beat 'em up. A beat 'em up, you just anime calls. Okay. Just check. Is it that? It is that OTK, right? This is a different OTK. Curious. Oh shit, I definitely don't want to go on Twitter live on stream. Oh no, this is not. This has nothing to do with the other OTK. I thought it's streamer group OTK that decided to make a game or something. Okay, we're fine then. It's just normal anime goals. Detective Instinct, farewell my beloved. Okay, this doesn't sound interesting. Double Shake. What are we shaking? Grab, shake, throw and kick to save your islands from total chaos. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Dungeons of Hinterberg, action role-playing social simulation. There's probably developers and people playing, right? Unless it's early access already. Adventure action RPG fantasy exploration. Interesting art style. Oh yeah. Earthblade. Extremely okay games. That's cute. I think I've found everything I'm actually excited about. Oh, I've seen this a bunch of times. I'm rising around on Steam. It's actually cool. I don't know why. I like the look of this. Even though I don't like pixel art, I still like the look of this. Where have I seen this logo? Why have I seen that logo if this game isn't even early access or something? Why would I see it? Maybe it just looks similar to another game. Earth Defense Force. I don't think I've ever played any of the Earth Defense Forces. There's Earth Defense Force 6, and then there's Earth Defense Force World Brothers 2. Yeah. Eden Genesis. Eden Genesis. Platform game focusing on fast-paced trials, quick reviews, and rich story. And I really hope I don't accidentally paste in a game that is a bit dodgy. I don't know, looks interesting, looks weird, but I don't know. Adventure, real-time strategy, Empire of the Ants. Is this literal ants? It's a new sim ant-like game. Embark on a fantastic journey through the infinitely small and lead your colony to a hopeful horizon. Ooh. Are we actually anting it up? Are we controlling an ant? The red ant's gonna battle with the black ants. How many other ant species are there? I don't know. Oh shit, we're being attacked by... Oh, you control the singular ant. Do you give him orders? Like your Ant-Man. Oh shit, fighting a praying mantis. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anything about this. Oh, but it looks very pretty. It looks very good. Okay. Enemy of the State. Like from the movie Enemy of the State. In the pub it's just called Movie Games, but I don't know if that's literal. Co-op and single-player shooters set 1920s crime lords. It's the time frame I don't like. Looks not too bad. I don't know, looks like it'll be fun. Ultria the Last Song. Action role-playing Souls-like. This is another anime Souls-like. Movie games. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, they make games with movie IP. Souls-like set in a beautiful sunlit world. Like every world out there? You find me a world that's not sunlit? Inspired by Italian folklore, oh? The brightest sun casts the darkest shadow. Never seen anything about this. Dude walks weird. Looks... I don't know, a little bit rough. maybe that's just the style. Animations are a little bit strange. Looks interesting. Everlasting flowers, not even gonna look. Don't touch that shitty Polish company that makes mass-produced crap. Ah, like 10 child companies that make the same shitty games. Okay. Let's not. Yeah, they don't even have a link over here. Sorry, I started coughing and I couldn't reach the mute button in time. Okay. Almost my beeping button instead of the mute button. That would be so much more annoying than me just coughing straight into the mic. Where were we? Oh, over here. I just skip all the Switch games, right? Farah, the Sundered Tribes. So many of them just never heard about. And Farah just looks like someone misspelled Terra. Monster hunting action RPG, oh, with village building and tribe management. Okay. Hunt. So it's Monster Hunter with some... Oh, okay, it's not just Monster Hunter. It's with, like, base building things. Could be interesting. I like the idea of Monster Hunter. Okay, that could be interesting. I've never heard anything about this. Or buy a Switch. Yeah. But if they release a Switch 2 next year, I'm gonna feel like I wasted money. I'm trying to be a little bit more adult about my spending this year. Well, the last few months, since I've reduced my work hours, I don't throw around money as I used to. Final Fantasy 4. It wasn't on Xbox yet? Just wondering why they've got Final Fantasy 14 over here. Maybe it just wasn't on Xbox up until then. First Ascendant. Oh, from Nexon. I'm gonna have to buy a Switch at some point, right? So we can play all these games. All the classic ones. Third-person looter shooter? Is it single-player looter shooter? Probably not, right? Oh, solo and co-op. Up to 4 players. Okay, so it's not a Destiny wannabe. Oh, is this thing with the ass? There was like a looter shooter at some point, and the entire video was just this lady's ass. I don't think it's this one. I haven't seen her yet. I don't know if it's this one. I thought it was a very odd trailer. It could be interesting, I don't know. Depends how it plays and how well it scales to just being solo. I don't like this assumption developers make that people have friends. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. Sounds like another auto-generated pirate fantasy game name, but could be cool. Could be cool. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Humanity's last stand as gods and guns collide. Oh, it's another shooty Souls-like. is it just like flintlocky kind of guns? Oh, it looks like it is. I just don't like muskets. Muskets just aren't cool. I want cooler guns. Yeah, with Souls-like games, it's always tough to just judge from looking because it's all about how does it feel, right? How does that character movement feel? Is it too floaty? Is it too clunky? Oh, a lot of screen shake, but that could just be for oh, cute. That could just be for the trailer to make things more cinematic. Like, the only thing we see is this one axe and that one gun in the entire trailer and all these screenshots, so maybe that's all they had by the point they made this screen. Oh no, that's another gun. That's a very short barrel for a gun. Creepy. Definitely a bit more acrobatic than most Soulsy games. Well, we'll see if it's good. Does look like you're playing a specific character, right? Rather than just a character. We'll see. Freedom Planet 2. Okay, I'm not even gonna click on that. Frostpunk 2. I'm a bit disappointed in myself for never getting very into Frostpunk. It's too difficult for me. I'm too much of a pathetic city planner. It's a little bit... I like my city building games to be a little bit less punishing. You play for a bit and everyone just dies and keeps dying, and this person loses their leg and then they can't work anymore. Then you have to choose what you want to do. It's like, it's a little bit too much for me. But it was fun while I tried. But I think I could have tried harder. I get why people love it. I think I just like my city building games to be a little bit less survivory. Maybe there's an easy mode that I never tried, I don't know. Probably give it another go. Adventure and cooking simulation. This sounds like a kind of game. I haven't found any good fishing games so far. You like your survival games more survivable? Yeah. Come on, Steam. Oh, first person. A journey of flavors and friendship awaits. Okay, yeah. We have a food truck that sells fruit. Yeah, okay, maybe not. Funko Fusion. Oh no, is this a Funko Pop game? Well, yep, it is. Full-player cooperative action-adventure game featuring iconic characters and worlds from TV shows and movies you all love with unique Funko twists. Yeah, okay. FZ Formation Z. I should have said FZ Formation Z, just so we can have both of them in there. Shoot 'em ups. Yeah. Gecko Gods. Puzzle platform. That could be interesting if it's a cute gecko. I do like geckos. Explore mysterious islands, tiny gecko. Art style. Don't know yet. It looks too bright almost. Does look like it could be cute. This is basically Stray, but you're a gecko. Yeah, it could be cute. I like the recent comeback to, hey, you're this animal, rather than you're just a dude. Gift. Where does this sound familiar? Does it sound familiar? Doesn't look familiar. Wakes up on a cruise ship. Attempts to escape the sinking ship. Looks fun. I'd be a bit freaked out if I'm a normally dressed person in a sunken ship and this person with their classical diving helmet showed up. Yeah, that looks like it could be cool. G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra. Go Town? Town building simulation. It's so hard to get the balance right with a town building game, where it's too easy or too hard or too complicated, too simple. Looks cute. Oh, couch co-op. It's fun how people still make couch co-op games. It's nothing that's as much fun as sitting next to someone while playing a game. It's just not the same. Even if you're in the same room and you play on two PCs or something, it's not the same as sitting like right next to each other. This could be cute. Gory, cuddly carnage. Hack and slash action adventure. That's an angry looking cat, and that's a zombie unicorn? Are you a skateboarding cat? Or a hoverboard? Oh no, he's got a deadly but wise-cracking sentient hoverboard. Oh shit. You have to be very careful when you have wise-cracking inanimate objects in your game. If it's only mildly annoying, people tend to hate it a lot. That's definitely gory. Strange art style. Ugh. Click on something else. Ooh, Greedfall 2. I still haven't finished Greedfall 1. I've tried. Oh, that's not the game. I just get sort of far in the game, and then I just get bored. I think what I should do is I should install it, drop the difficulty down to the easiest difficulty there is, and just try and speedrun it. Because I think, maybe it's because it didn't have a great story. It just doesn't grab me for too long. There's just a certain point in the game where I just go, eh. See, I'm not super excited about this then, because I didn't enjoy the first one that much, and I can't say why. Maybe it's just the theme. It's people with their muskets and stuff. I don't know. I can't really say why I didn't enjoy the first one that much. It just... something about it. I mean, it's the kind of game I like. It is we're trying to be like the old BioWare games, when it was still good. Maybe it's just because it's not that good. So yeah, maybe I'll give it a go, but I'm not going to put it on the list. Hookah Haze visual novel. Hot lap racing. I was gonna say dancing. I'm like, huh? Like, no, it's hot lap racing. And hot lap dancing would be a completely different game. It's hot lap racing. If I type this in and I still get sexy anime calls, I'm gonna be annoyed. Simcade racing game, okay. What's a Simcade racing game? It's not arcade enough to be an arcade racer, and it's not sim-like to be a sim racer. What is this song? Hotel Barcelona. Isn't there a movie? No Hotel Barcelona? No Hotel Barcelona, okay. Should probably not just check Steam, but unless it's something that I know is cool or whatever I care a lot about, I think it's worth it. Inazuma 11, Victory Road, sports role-playing. It's an upcoming sports role-playing video game. What? What sport? What sport? Okay, if this is good, it's a mobile game that's also on various other things. I'm just intrigued now. Okay, it's not on there. Okay. Journey. Okay, wait. I'm actually very intrigued. Let me just quickly search for this. What is this? Oh, it's a football game. Okay, it's a football game. King Shrek, hello. Your favorite low-grade alcoholics. How do you feel today? How much fun did you have yesterday at the last Christmas market? How many liters of Christmas wine did you consume? Did you regret it this morning? Hopefully not. Hope you had fun. Kingdom Come Deliverance? Oh, on the Switch. This is another game that I really wish I could like. But they just try so hard to be realistic that I just can't get into it. Even with the mods that make it a little bit more my style of game, I still just can't get into it. Like I had a mod that added a crosshair for the bow, and a mod where you can save whenever you want. You don't have to go save in bed. Yes, they were a good boy, only 400 milliliters, and the Christmas wine is lower in percentage since it's cooked. Okay. Oh, you saved yourself for today, but you're in a different universe now. Oh, man. At least tomorrow's public holiday as well, right? But I feel like drinking too much on a Sunday is definitely a sin. If drunkenness isn't already a sin, then doing it on a Sunday, I don't know. Unless it's at the church and it's like, what do you call it? Communion? Is that the word? I get the idea that's not what happened. You're communing with something, but and it's going to the end of February. Oh, yeah, long holiday. So yeah, you have time for your brain to recover. Kingdom Hearts. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game in my life. Oh, but this is just mobile. Maybe I should give Kingdom Come Deliverance another go. It just looks so memeable. Last time I saw you, no idea what this is. Legends of Heroes, Trials Through Daybreak. What's this? Is this an anime game? Sounds like an anime game. Anime game. I say that as if it's derogatory. It's an anime game. Oh, this is upcoming. I did think about going through things that came out this year, but everything that came out this year that I played will go through next week. when I have my stream anniversary, we go through what happened the last year. But I don't think I played that many new games anyway. I thought it'd be interesting to go through and make a little list of what games are we excited about. Can't wait for the next Animal Crossing. Is that next year? Was there an Animal Crossing game on the list so far? I don't know if I saw that. Legend of Legacy HD Remastered. Okay, another tactical role-playing. Little Kitty, Big City. Are you supposed to say kitty and city so it rhymes? Rhymes. Little Kitty, Big City. Little Kitty, Big City. That sounds horrible. What's this? Too deep in rural village aesthetic. I found that maybe I don't want. Not too late. Who knows? I've seen this. I've seen this somewhere. Your little kitty lost in the big city. You need to find your way home urgently. Okay? Very urgently. Okay, so this is Goat Simulator, but you're a cat. A bit more of a story, and oh no, it's wholesome. Okay, and cute. Oh, it's got a fishy. Okay, I'll play this. I'll play the shit out of this. I think it looks cute. Where have I seen this before? Like wearing the different hats. I didn't play this, did I? How could I? Maybe I've seen someone play a demo? Like these hats and things, I feel like I've seen it. Why does this look so familiar? You've seen this one as well, Cute but Meh? Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be wonderful. I'm hoping it could be a cute few hours just running around as a cat and doing cat things. Where are the cat and surrounded a different art style? I'm okay with that. If it makes the cat stand out a bit more, right? I just don't know why some of this looks incredibly familiar. Little Nightmares 3. Maybe I should suck it up, drink my motion sickness medicine, and play through Little Nightmares. Because the little bit that I played was fun. I just need to get over the camera sway. It's just the entire time the camera just goes like this. And it keeps going like this. And then my stomach goes like that as well. And after a while it just says, no, we need to stop playing right now. So yeah, maybe. Because it did look nice and creepy for a Halloween game, maybe. Lollipop Chainsaw. This was super popular at some point. Yeah, 2012. Oh, it's not on Steam at all. Was it an Xbox game back in the day? No, PlayStation 3 and Xbox. Filmmaker James Gunn, oh. Interesting. Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Oh, this could be cool. A dwarf survival game. Not that, The Legend of Heroes, no. And maybe it's not on. Right, we're starting to feel tomorrow of all this champagne. Oh, are you going to the bubbly? Yeah, this could be cool. Lost Records, Blood and Rage. That doesn't sound like a mystery adventure, I'm curious. Blood and Rage makes it sound like a beat-em-up game. Are all of these... Oh, maybe the autocomplete is just broken. Hang on. I need to go look into... Let's just check. Okay. Oh, is it another Kids in the Forest murdered kind of thing? Like a found footagey kind of game. Okay. Wait, let's post this in again. Okay, never mind. That does not show up. Lost Skies, that sounds familiar. So far I only have like 6 games that I'm really intrigued about for next year. Cooperative survival adventure for 1 to 6 players. So will it be fun just one person? That looks, if you showed me this, I would say this is Fortnite. Doesn't look like a survival base building game. I feel like if you're a base building game, you should at least have a screenshot of the base building. Is that the base? No, it doesn't look like base building. Maybe it is. Yeah, oh, I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm always a bit concerned if what they show in the screenshots in the video doesn't quite match. Like, nothing in this makes me think base building crafting. It just looks like a coolish adventure game. The Lost Wild. It's kind of scam vibe. No, it looks pretty. And it's not like the company's a scam company, right? Oh, that camera shakes so much. Is this basically just Jurassic Park, the game? Oh, interesting. Oh, I think this is... No, this is not what I'm thinking of. I was thinking of another game. Hang on. Oh shit, Lucid. Oh shit, which Lucid? Which Lucid are we looking at? What's this saying? Metroidvania action platform. Metroidvania, okay, it's probably this. Cute. There's a lot of pixel art Metroidvanias. And narrowing a game to its art style is dumb. I know that, but really stand out. Well, maybe it's cool. I was thinking of something else. Luigi's Mansion 2. Never even played the first Luigi's Mansion. I don't like this game, zombie game. Yeah, the day before. I'm still intrigued how they got their money. It was probably just all from investors, right? Because they're never going to get the Steam money. You have to at least keep going for a month and then get your Steam money and then cancel everything. They probably just had investors paying and then they used the money for development, where instead they just have a bunch of people providing free stuff for them. You love pixel art? Oh, I made 300 euro out of Crypto Bros and 5 for getting the shit pixel art pictures. Hopefully ones you draw yourself. I don't know, I've just never been that into pixel art. I can appreciate how good it looks, and a lot of my favorite games use pixel art, but I never look at a game and think, oh yeah, it's pixel art. It's just coincidentally the art style that a lot of indie games use that I like. Maid Cafe at Electric Street. Okay, I am intrigued. I am so intrigued. I'm gonna just quickly hide Steam while I paste this in. Okay, looks fine. Oh, it's a dating sim RPG. Okay, never mind. I think if I had to go to a maid cafe, I think I would just die of, I don't know, somewhere between. I should have cancelled it the day before it was released. If they could. Maybe they got a bonus from their investor if they actually released. Was it saying Maid Cafe? Oh yeah, would I think die of shame-based social anxiety. I don't know, I don't understand it. Mayhem Brawler 2, Best of Both Worlds, okay. Memories off, so not all. Okay, this is definite. Oh, yeah, visual novel. Mercenaries Lament, Requiem of the Silver Wolf. This is 100% an anime game. Yeah. I shouldn't really say anime game, right? I feel like it's the difference between an anime game and a JRPG. I feel the way I say anime game sounds like I'm saying it's derogatory. Metaphor Refantasio. Okay, that's definitely another one. Mugenics. Oh, it's Edward Macmillan. Hang on. What's this? Have I never heard of this? Ooh, do not like the hot star. Level every team adventure further, flag your home, collect unique items, defeat every boss's game mutation, return home. So you can breed and further your bloodline. Oh, they've got a little typo in the description. So you can breed. I feel like this is the most difficult, like, typos to spot when you read through something. Because your brain just filters it out, right? Okay, what, you go on an adventure, you come back and then you breed. Interesting. I've seen this crazy Japanese book titles. Yeah. I feel like anime as well. I feel the titles went from it's 1 or 2 or 3 words maybe to now it's multiple sentences. And I just wonder, does it just translate like that, or is the Japanese sort of like that as well? I'm not gonna read all the stuff you're typing about Helen Keller. Flight Simulator 2024. Flight Simulator's too serious for me. There's only so many times you can crash a plane before it stops being fun. Another Paradox game, Millennia. Yeah, I also didn't know he was working on that. This looks very Civilization. It's hard for a 4X game to not look like Civilization. Oh, they're only publishing it. Interesting. Moonstone Island, Nintendo. Monolith Requiem of the Ancients. Not sure. This is either another anime-looking game or it's trying to be super serious with its name. It actually looks very cute. Dude, that looks almost like movie postery kind of thing, where you have the main character standing and everyone sort of behind. Did all the bubbles in the champagne go to your brain? Action RPG, blah blah blah. Looks cute. I like the look of this. Like very nice, unique art look. Probably not unique, but nice stylized art. Never heard of it, but maybe it's cool. Mononoke no Kuni, definitely not. Yeah, those look cute. Morbid, the Lords of Fire. Ooh, serious lady. Yeah. It's always annoying on a website when something loads in after the rest of the site and then everything shifts down. I wish I could just turn off. Can I? Oh, no, I'm not logged in. Okay. What if I can just tell Steam never show this, but then I can't do it on stream anyway because I'm never going to log into my Steam account on stream. From the creators of Morbid, the Seven Acolytes. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen that. So many Souls-like games. And so few of them that are good. It's harder to make a good Souls-like. I think a game is a bit more forgiving if it's just a normal action RPG, right? What was the first one like? Oh, mostly positive. Wait, I've seen this. It's odd going from like a very unique look to a more... that's interesting. Yeah, people like this. This is either on my wish list or I might have actually bought this. Just never played it. I knew it sounded familiar. It's interesting going from a very pixel art, top-down, trying to be very retro to this. I feel with something like this you have some uniqueness that can sort of smooth out some of the rough edges in your game, but when you're trying to be like a modern Souls-like game, you're just going to get directly compared against all the good ones. Curious then whether this is going to be any good. Have I played Nier? I've played one of them. I thought it was strange that I'm playing an android with a constant wedgie running around. I don't understand the need for the wedgie other than the developer likes sexy people. Thought it's odd. It was okay. It was fine. I didn't enjoy it that much, but it was fine. I finished it. It was good enough for a finish. But I didn't finish it many, many times. New one super clunky like in a bad, painful way. I mean, this one. Yeah. You need to shut up, just tell you to shut the fuck up. I feel fine, dude. As long as you don't go into any strange topics. It's fine. If you post like multiple sentences and I read nothing of it out loud, and I don't answer it, then you know. I might have accidentally missed it, but more likely, I think, huh? Morkel Regast's Rage. But yeah, I do often miss single messages. Even though my chat doesn't really move and I still miss it. I don't know how big streamers do it. I just don't know. How do people read chat when it's constantly scrolling? And then do well at a game as well. Like I see people play like a Souls game and in a boss fight they're responding to questions and I think, what the hell? How do you do that? Let's see what this is. More coals. Regards to rage. What? To the young mind platforming in action. That little dude looks familiar. I like the look of this. It's odd that it's just a 2D platform. I feel everything these days say Metroidvania or Souls-like when they're like a side-scroller game. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, let's close this one. Multiverses. Isn't this the game that they released and then they stopped it again? Am I thinking of the wrong game? Oh, it's on Steam. Wasn't there a game like this that they started and they did like a early access open beta or open alpha or something? And then they decided to just completely close it off again. What was that? Very slow reader. I feel he's super valuable, but he reads fast and comprehend at the same time. Like the fighting game. I think it's a fighting game. Crossover, yeah. Published by Warner Brothers. Yeah, hang on. I'm too curious now. Officially announced in 2021. Oh yeah, they had... Did it run this long? I don't feel like it ran up until June. Okay, now maybe it's not this. But yeah, it is so weird for a early access game these days to run and then close off again. Definitely more of an open beta. I thought it was way earlier than June. Doesn't really matter, I'm not going to play it. Neptunia Game Maker R Evolution. Okay, no. Neptunia says we saw this earlier up. Oh, it's the Xbox release of it. Never. Oh, it's digital. Devolver Digital, let's see. Oh, is it this one? Hang on. Wasn't there multiple? Oh, that's Nevae. Oh, it's just heaven the other way around. Okay, never mind. It's annoying. There was one fun-looking sort of dungeon game that did the same, wasn't there? Oh. This looks nice. This looks like art. Oh shit, that's horrifying. Oh, they killed their dear dog. Adventure platform puzzle walking simulator. This looks like something we can play on stream one day. Yeah, that looks cool. The Both Traveler 2. I never even played the first one. On Your Tail. Narrative, mystery, adventure, life simulation video. Okay, curious. How does the life simulation come into it? When I see life simulation, I think The Sims. Sleuthy, story-driven 3D life sim of relaxation, investigation, and knowing how to play your cards right. Oh, they're all furries. Oh, that's why it's On Your Tail. Oh. Oh. Puns. Okay. Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle Chomp Champs. What? This is a multiplayer Pac-Man? Don't know what's going on there. Wait, let's skip through. Oh, they're all connected. Oh, this is interesting. There's a trend lately about taking all these old games and making them new and multiplayer, which goes off well, I think. I don't know, but Pac-Man was an anniversary and the Google logo was Pac-Man. You never played Pac-Man? Damn. I haven't played it a lot because I suck at it, but I have. But yeah, I'm not good at it at all. Too much of a baby for it, yeah. Not old enough. Not mature enough for Pac-Man. Pac-Man's a game for mature people. Paper Mario. Nintendo game, never played Paper Mario. But it could just be any Nintendo game and I would say I've never played. Penny's Big Breakaway. What's this? It sounds familiar. Don't like the look of it. Pepper Grinder. Action Adventure. I feel like all these Nintendo Switch games I've never heard of always looks a little bit, I don't know. Pac-Man's the ultimate highbrow entertainment. Oh, it's the Volvo Digital again. Oh, wait. I say that looks familiar. But I think this drill thing going through the ground, isn't that? Which game has that as a mechanic? This looks cool. You've got a big drill, and then you pick up a big gun. Now to dive in and out of the earth like a dolphin swims through the water. Oh, it looks very speedy. It looks like my brain won't my brain won't be able to keep up that little move they did there, where you drill through and then swing around and then keep drilling. Oh no, I don't think I can keep up with that. Looks cool. It was very well done. It's very polished. Nostalgic Gamer's the one game with the alligator and finding a sand path delivering water for showering. I have no idea what game that is. Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Ultimate. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. Anime children fighting now. Planet of Lana. We did play this on stream. That was cool. I really enjoy these short, like sort of puzzly, platformy, run around. Yeah, this is the one where the aliens keep kidnapping the people or something, and you... Oh, it's not the aliens, it's like the terraforming robots or something, I can't remember, but I thought it was fun. Oh, and you had this weird little cat alien thingy. Oh yeah, I remember this was cute. So this is coming out on consoles now. Where's My Water, I think it was called. I'm intrigued, hang on. I don't think there's a game like that on Steam. Is it a mobile game? There is a game with a crocodile, a Disney game. It's called Where's My Water? Oh. Isn't this? Imagine if future Skibidi Toilet will be nostalgic. No. I think everyone's gonna forget about that. It's so weird for me that people's nostalgic games are mobile games. Because the only mobile game when I was a child, and I thought again, like, no, mobile phones didn't really exist when I was a child. And then finally, when I just became an adult, we had Snake. It's your boy, your homie, okay. Didn't have a phone that could run it, huh? Damn. Visual novels. What the name? Oh, Windows Rekka. This sounds familiar as well. Oh, looks cool. Adventure baseballing sandbox. So could be cool, could not be cool. Sandbox by oh, they've got the chicken. What's it? Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga. I don't know how to pronounce it. The house thing with the oh. Start your life to play the Switch or Legendary Baba Yaga. Adventure across the mysterious natural landscape with your companion, chicken-legged cottage. That could be cool. Could be interesting. Maybe. Yeah. The Rise of the Golden Idol. I have no idea what this is. Award-winning Detective Saga returns. What is it? What kind of game is it? Is it a point and click game? Is it an adventure kind of game? Can't really tell. Rivals 2. Fighting game. Romance of the Three Kingdom 8 remake. Okay. Damn. Rusty Rabbit. Let's check Rusty Rabbit out. Oh, look very rusty. How cool he is with his little carrot there. Excellent platformer. Okay, cute little platforming game. Okay. Do you also have a problem with the games where the art style's kind of caricature-like? I don't know. The only art style that I have a problem with that I just probably won't play at all is the ones that try and look like a very old CRT TV where everything's blurry. And I just think that's just nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. I don't like it. It makes my brain hurt. It makes my eyes wiggle. I don't like it when a game gets fake blurry. Everything else is just a style choice, right? I could get into it. I could not get into it. Then the art style's not the most important thing for me in a game. So having the art style rule out the game completely, it has to look really horrible to me. Dollar store horror games, and most of those horror games I just can't play because of all the camera effects, and they all look so good. They look so much fun to just play on stream because they're not that long. There's an entire series of these horror games, but I just won't be able to play them because the camera just looks weird, looks blurry, and it swings around and it shakes, and my weak stomach just can't handle it. And I don't want the scariest thing on stream to be me throwing up and then getting banned because I threw up on stream. That would be scary. They should definitely make you able to turn off. Yeah, it would be cool, but I understand why sometimes they don't, because that's their vibe. A lot of these horror games, they want it to look like, you know how those found footage movies, like Blair Witch. They want it to look like you're watching it through a shitty camera. Like you're watching the recording. Like I can't watch those movies either. I tried to watch Cloverfield and I mostly had my eyes closed. Blair Witch ruined your life? Oh, you were probably very young when Blair Witch came out. I've never watched it because I can't. It's too shaky cam, I can't watch it. There's a Kids with a Camera and They've Got Superpowers movie that starts out very shaky because they sort of hold the camera in the hand, but luckily not all the scenes are from the camera's view. And later on it becomes so smooth and nice because they use their telekinetic powers to hold the camera. I thought that was very cool. First time I watched was exactly on New Year's Eve about 10 years ago. On station, it was a weird decision to play messed up movies on New Year's. That's an odd decision for a New Year's movie. There were so many people who wasn't sure whether it's a movie or whether it's real footage someone found. Where were we? Saga, Emerald, Beyond. This is going to be JRPG that I'm not interested in at the moment. I would say a new Sam and Max game, but remastered. They were cute back in the day. Scars of Mars. Scars of Mars. Let's check it out. Sons of Lambs and Blair Witch when I was 12. Dang. This is the most AI generated face I've seen in a while in a game. I mean, probably not, but something about it just looks like those new AI images. Real-time RPG makes split-second decisions to defeat enemies quickly in thrilling and satisfying battles. Senua Saga Hellblade 2. This game I couldn't play with the first one, I couldn't play with my headphones on. Because the whispering, my headphones are too good. The whispering in my ears freaked me out. So I started playing just in the day with my speakers. So it doesn't sound like someone's directly whispering into my ears. But yeah, I don't know if I enjoyed this game, or the first one. It was definitely an experience, but it was just a bit too wild for my brain to comprehend. Intriguing that they're making the second one now. I can't remember what happened to her in the first one. Well, I think she died or something. Shadow of the Ninja Reborn. Oh. This is just like a little remaster. Only where the Reborn comes in. Oh damn. Everyone looks a little bit chibi-like. Interesting. Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. Oh, just a card game, not gonna play that. Is that a new Game Boy Advance game? What? Shantae Advance, a risky revolution. That sounds like kind of thing I shouldn't click on. Skate Story, Snow Bros Wonderland. Snow Bros Wonderland. Oh. Is this also just a making old game work kind of thing? No, I did not mean Snow Book Wonderland. Some Convenience. No, stop. I want a visual novel. South Park. Oh, another South Park game. Spirit of the Samurai. Action adventure. Is that cool? What I want is... Oh, I forgot the game's name. What's that samurai PS5 game? Shit. I can't remember what it is. But it just looks so good. I fully expect it to be on PC by now and it's not. Stop motion. Oh, that's interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. Huh. List is longer than you expect. Yeah, there's a lot of games that gets released in a year. Ghosts of Tsushima, yeah. And stop motion looks creepy. I definitely want to play that. I hope they do bring it to PC. So I want to run around and swish my katana around and fight for honor and I don't know what else. Oh shit, Spy Family game. Ooh, next one that goes on the list. Stalker 2. I've been thinking of playing some of the modded Stalker stuff, like the Stalker Anomaly and all those things, but I feel like they just go a little bit too hardcore for me. Do I like Spy Family? I love Spy Family. I don't think I'm up to date. That's really cool. We changed the music a little bit. What's this gonna sound like? Oh, I'm a little bit worried about Stalker 2. Stalker 1 has a lot of camera effects. That with the dog jumping and the camera shaking. I'm gonna have some trouble. Yeah, everything makes the camera move. We can try when it comes out. But yeah, I'm keen on playing this. I loved Stalker. So good. I just want Stalker in a new engine, that's actually it. I like that there's a little bit of color in. Because it doesn't have to all be brown and dead, right? Oh shit. And they still have the dude sitting around the fire playing on the guitars. And most of it is very grey. Oh, some trees with some bit of green there. This looks almost more like art than screenshots. Oh shit, he got... Oh damn. Still have your bolts that you throw around. Cool. What the fuck is in the Ultimate Edition that it's almost £100? What the fuck? Oh, season pass and stuff. It already looks... You get an extra side quest. Get an extra skin and 3 weapon skins. Oh man, okay, so far... Not so sure about Stalker 2 anymore. Get more guitar tunes. at the fire. So, yeah, I don't like it when they do that. Okay, the star. Should you go to Chernobyl? Probably, if you are interested. Probably not at the moment. Then she took radiobiology and radioecology, so I could help in the unlikely case something that should ever happen again. Yeah, people are so paranoid about nuclear power, right? Just because of 2 big nuclear incidents. We would have been way better off if everyone just started building shitloads of nuclear power stations a couple decades ago, but no. Let's go coal. What's this? The star named Eos. This looks like Robert Pattinson. Right? Like a fan just asked him a question about Twilight and he's like, ugh. I'm joining military because I love the idea of helping disaster situation, but I want to go to war. I feel like this disaster places that's what they do, right? Like the main thing about the military is not about helping. Oh wait, I'm zoomed out too far. It's not about helping people. Puzzles, photographer, truth upon mother's disappearance. Rediscover the beauty that is to be found in the world. Oh, sounds deep. Could be cool. Yeah, it could be interesting. Ooh, Star Wars Outlaws. I don't know. It's an Ubisoft game, right? Oh, it's not gonna be on... not gonna be on Steam, but hang on. Fine. Is it dumb? Is it dumb to be vaguely intrigued about an Ubisoft game? Oh. Fuck off, I'm not gonna accept your cookies. I'm not that intrigued. But yeah, I'm putting that on the list. It's either gonna go hard or be very disappointing, yeah. It's probably, is it just gonna be imagine one of the newer Assassin's Creeds, but it's Star Wars, is that it? I wonder if that's it, if there's more in the game. It's just odd. I can't tell whether I'm gonna like an Ubisoft game anymore. Like Assassin's Creed Origins, I liked. I've never finished it because I get halfway through and then I get bored and then I just don't want to play it. Odyssey, I loved. Odyssey was great. Except for the modern bits where they take you out of the story just to have that bullshit backstory that I don't think is interesting at all. Other than that, I think it's great. Valhalla, there's just something about Valhalla. I don't know if it's the fact that I just find it incredibly boring and disappointing, or whether it's any new Ubisoft game just crashes often. Is Origins one during the French Revolution? No, it's unless I've got the ones wrong. I mean the Egyptian one. I think... Yeah, the Egyptian one. It's cool. There's one. Yeah, and they made that one game which is not an Assassin's Creed game, but also open world. It's like Roman gods and things. It was very meh. I don't like that at all, so we're gonna have to see. But I hope it's okay. I just want it to be okay. I want to be able to play this game and have an okay level of fun all the way through. Then I'm happy. It doesn't even have to be amazing. I just want it to be okay. I played the very first in the French Revolution one. Oh, I played the first few and then I didn't play any. And then I played Odyssey and then I played Origins. But yeah, I really wish I could enjoy Valhalla. I like Vikings. I like people invading England and fighting and doing all sorts of stuff, but something about it is just so incredibly boring and non-interesting. You take the fan request to make one set in feudal Japan. I'm surprised they haven't. I just think they should just give up on the Assassin's Creed brand and stop with this nonsense backstory of the DNA and go through the memories and stuff, and just have cool historical, you're a badass dude. Because the newer ones haven't been about assassins at all anyway. Occasionally they make an appearance, right? Yeah, I never played Black Flag. I know a lot of people love it. Steel Seed. I don't know if I should hide Steam when I type this one in. Sounds like a robot sex game. I don't like this when people do this. It just feels like they have so little confidence in the game. They feel the need to put add to wish list on the game image. Ugh. That's gross. Ooh, it's horrifying eyes. I thought it was a robot. Is there any gameplay? Oh. This does not look great. Something about it just feels off. Yeah. Stellar Blade. Oh, it's PS5. Very skeptical was the little gameplay on Steam. Yeah, I get annoyed. At least they have the little gameplay bit here. But there's so many games that just have all these sort of cinematic-y screenshots. Like it's taken in-engine, but in-engine's not the same. I want to know what kind of game it is. Like often you click through a game, you can't tell if it's a first-person or third-person shooter. If it's a racing game, I can't tell what the view is. Like I don't get it. It's so weird. I know Steam a few years back had sort of a crackdown on game images and stuff, didn't they? Stick it to the stick, man. Roguelike beat 'em up. Hiccups. Oh, that's a clever idea. Who didn't love drawing these little stickman animations fighting with a little flip book thing? Did he kick that one in the balls? Oh, and then you... Yeah, this could be cool. Oh, he did kick him in the balls. It's a groin-kicking, staple-gunning, chainsaw-wielding roguelike brawler. Oh yeah, this could be cute. Oh shit, you got a forklift. Oh, now it's a different view. 。 was a big one for a stickman. Looks interesting. But not interesting enough to go on the list. Still Wakes the Deep, survival horror. She's not that into survival horror mostly. My problem with horror is the camera factor we talked about earlier, and the fact that I'm a massive little wussy. That looks scary as hell. A big trend of stickman animations like 10 years ago. There was a big trend of stickman animations 25 years ago as well. Stickman animations has always been good. I was just looking at the developer name and thinking, the Chinese Room is an odd name for a developer. Oh, it's British people in Brighton. Oh, it's named after John Searle's Chinese Room thought experiment. Okay, it's deeper than we think. I think we're probably just not smart enough to get it. Tales of the Shire? Lord of the Rings game? What's this? What's this? Hobbit Life Simulator? Meta Workshop actually making a game? Show me more info. Is this all we know? I mean, what more do we need? Hobbit. Enough info. Wait, I'm confused. Didn't Pirate Division wasn't Outer Worlds made by Obsidian, or am I confused? Wait, what? Oh, Private Division. Oh, they're not Pirate Division, they're the publishers. Oh. I thought they published their own. Why did they need a publisher? Weren't they big enough to publish their own games? Huh. This Giant steak I've ever had was in Brighton. Oh. I can't remember what food I had in Brighton. Probably not something great. This looks like it could be interesting. I've only been to Brighton once or twice in my life. It's a bit artsy for me. Too many people. And I once applied for a job where the ad said Central London. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna live in London. Central's a bit shit, but a bit expensive to travel into and time-wise, but okay. And I sort of applied, started talking to the recruiter, and I was like, oh, where is it exactly? And they're like, oh yeah, it's Brighton. I'm like, motherfucker, Brighton isn't in London, and even if it was in London, it's not central London. Hour and a half with the train out of London is not in central London. I was very annoyed. I don't even know how they can get away with saying something dumb like that. I feel like people would like it more if you just tell them it's in Brighton. Like, hey, it's along the coast. It's at the beach. Oh, I want to know more about this game. Hang on. Okay, we know absolutely fuck all then. Fine. but I like the idea of hobbits living in the Shire. No one got tased past 8 p.m, which more than I can say about the rest of it. Said, how often do you get tased? I feel like that's a you problem. I've been in the UK for many, many years now, and I've never gotten tased. Unless it's a recent thing, where I haven't gone outside in a few years, so it's fine. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Test drive. It's like the old test drives. Test drive used to be very cool. Hang on. Somehow it's like 4 people get tased in the UK. What the hell? I've never in my life seen anyone get tased. Oh, this is on PC. Tintin game, interesting. Touch Detective 3. Ooh, don't know how I feel about that. What's that dude investigating? Should we call the police? Towerborn. Action role-playing brawler. Okay, I should stop going through all these games because there's a lot to go through. Never did anywhere else, even Eastbourne population is 70 plus year olds. Yeah, but 70 plus year olds usually don't get tased. This looks cool. Oh. Okay, it looks completely different then. This. Oh, I just wasn't looking at the right time. Okay, that looks interesting. Truxton Extreme, blah blah blah. I don't know what that is. UFO Robot Grandizer, the Feast of Worlds. Nintendo. Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, Party Dash. Okay. Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop. Sounds interesting. Is that a chop shop? Roguelite spaceship repair simulation. What is that thing? Looks odd. I have grievances in an environment with seagulls shat in your head. Oh yeah, the seagull situation. Urban Myth Dissolution Center. That sounds odd. Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2? I feel like that's wishful thinking. That's wishful thinking for next year. But that's also Chinese room. I don't know, man. I wish this wasn't Paradox. It feels odd that it's Paradox. I mean, they're just publishing, right? But if this comes out and it's really great, but it's got paradoxes. Every 2 weeks there's some DLC about an extra mission you can maybe get that fixes the base game mission. I'm gonna be very annoyed. But I've been looking forward to this for years, so there's zero hype. I'm gonna 100% convince me that it's gonna be ass when it gets released, but it still goes on my list of games I hope gets released and is good. Venture to the Vile, Visions of Mana. What's this? Man, there's so many JRPGs that get released in a year, it's insane. Whisker Waters. It's Whisker Waters. I mean, it's on Switch as well, so it's probably going to be another. It's the ultimate RPG adventure. Blends light fantasy and the art of fishing. It's a fishing journey. Oh shit. And you're a cat. Oh, is this going to be our game of the year? I am intrigued. Okay, I changed my mind. This might actually be cool. I was sort of joking about it when we started. You don't like how the cat is looking at us? Which one? That one. I'm gonna actually put it on my list. I just like fishing games. But I'll put this on the list too. The maybe excited about it game. Because I'm not sure about this. This could be weird. Looks judgmental, like he's gonna tell him, oh, Mom. Depends what you did to him. You steal his fish. World Country, I'm not interested in any deck building games at the moment. Oh, it's deck building, city building. Wait, intrigued. This list is too long, we're going through way too slowly. Cozy competitive card game. Westman's World retry. I'm curious, what platform is this on? Oh. Revival of a magical JRPG, okay. Never mind. Wolf Among Us 2. Oh, maybe we should play the first one then before this comes out. I want to put this on my maybe list as well. Because I never finished the first one. I don't know why. Cozy and competitive forbidden to be in one sentence? No, it's fine. It's fine. It can be cozy and competitive at the same time. World of Goo 2. I never played World of Goo 1. Zenless Zone 0. Oh, the rest is all movies and stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, so we're getting the Fallout series, which, I don't know, people seem very hyped from that first trailer, and I looked at it and I thought that looks like something a student made. So I don't know how I feel about that. Borderlands movie. I feel it has to be ultra cringe to be Borderlands, and it's going to be too cringe, and I don't know how I feel about that. It could be cool, it could be horrible. I feel like if they have the games, there's no way it can be good if it's authentic. I don't know if that makes sense. If they put the game's humor in, and the game's violence, and the game's everything, then the movie's going to be ass. I don't know how you could make a Borderlands movie and have it be good. Like, can you imagine Borderlands characters talking for 2.5, 3 hours at a time and not want to stuff a pencil in your ear? Even though I like the games. Another Sonic the Hedgehog. Dead Cells. Oh, animated series. Okay. Devil May Cry, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's getting an anime series on Netflix? Intrigued. Let's say upcoming American animated action adventure, and over here it says anime series. Where this specifically says animated series, and then says anime. Starring Haley Atwell. Oh. could be cool. I mean, the Tomb Raider movies wasn't, they went cinema. We'll have to see. Imagine if they animated like the original Tomb Raider. That would be funny. Oh, we went through everything. So, my list. Where can I... Is there a browser text editor that I can just type into? Editpad.org. Sure, can I change the background color? This is very yellow. A hard dark mode, nice. Cool. I'm too lazy to capture another window. So I have... Can we just make all of it headings? Oh, I can't. Okay, I need bigger font size then. Can I change my font size? This is too small. Do I just zoom? Oh, I just zoom. I believe I'm using an online text editor. That's so dumb. So I have on my hype list. Not hype list, on my games I am intrigued of this year, Last Epoch. We have Dragon's Dogma 2. We have Black Myth Wukong. We have Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. We have Avowed. Core Keeper. Stalker 2. Star Wars Outlaws. And Vampire the Masquerade 2. And then as a little bonus, we have that cat game and the Wolf Among Us 2. Put them down there. I'm not even going to put them on the list. Catfishing game was the best one. We don't really know anything about it, right? So these are just games I've like seen a little bit of gameplay and I'm sort of intrigued about it. The cat one could be ultra shit. The cat game's good, you will even change your name to Walter Whiskers. That feels like a dumb decision. But you do you. Do I rank these? I can't really rank them. Because then I'm going to accidentally hype myself up. The game out of all of this that I wish the most is good is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. The game out of all of these that I expect to be bad is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. There's only so many times the game can get delayed and changing developers before I just get concerned. Can't be worse than your actual name. Oh. So yeah, Last Epoch. I already like the game. It's not wonderful, but I hope the final release will be better. So worst case is it's an okay game. So no risk there. Dragon's Dogma, first one was okay. I expect the second one's gonna be okay or better. I'm actually thinking it's gonna be better. So no hype, but I expect this to be better than what I probably think. This is gonna be great or it's gonna be ultra shit. I don't know if there's an in-between. A lot of these are either the most disappointing or surprisingly great games, no in-between. Yeah. Space Marine 2. Bit worried about this one. First one was great. This one, I think, maybe it's more co-op-y. I don't know how it's going to be single player. Could end up being a little bit But the first one wasn't like record-breaking, mind-meltingly awesome, right? It was good. It was fine. I enjoyed it. So as long as they don't try too hard, I think this is going to be okay. Avowed, I just don't know enough about. It's a RPG. It's a first-person RPG from Obsidian. Could be very good. Could be meh. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. So it's a bit weird putting it on my list, but I don't know. I hope it's going to be good. Core Keeper I already like. I just want it to be a finished game, and then maybe I'll do a mod or two and we'll see if I can get it the way I like it more. But it's already a cool little run around, mine, craft things, kill monsters kind of game. Definitely one that I think is a lot better playing with people than playing alone. But yeah, I'm still excited about it getting released. So I'm not really concerned about this. I don't think they can spoil it. I think Core Keeper will join Stardew and Terraria. Man, something has to be really good to be better than Terraria. We'll have to see. I'm just finding it, from where I've played up until the moment, it got a little bit grindy for me. I don't know, something about it. And do you lose your items when you die? I feel you do. I can't remember, was that a difficulty setting? I'm not sure. Because I do not like that. But maybe that's just something I can change. We'll have to see. Stalker, hope it's great. That could be meh. This could be amazing, or it could be utter pile of shit. More likely it's gonna be meh, right? Most likely. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna have a bit of fun. It's gonna crash too much because it's an Ubisoft game. It's gonna get super tedious after a while because it's just a bunch of random objectives on a map. So not a lot of hope for this to be great. But it could. But unlikely. Think about the love interest aspect as well. Which game are we on with the love interest aspect? Stalker 2. Or Core Keeper. How does Core Keeper have a love interest? That big worm thing. Did I not play far enough? I have no idea what love interest we're talking about in Core Keeper. Are we even talking about the same game? Oh, he might love the worms too much. Okay, that is possible, but I doubt it. Because otherwise he wouldn't go and murder them all with his sword. Okay. Oh shit, that was more than 3 hours. Damn. Yeah, they could make it bad, but I doubt it. I just hope it's... I've never actually checked. Can you mod Core Keeper? Because that's what makes those kinds of games fun, right? Being able to mod it into the way you like the game. Definitely can't go on Nexus mods. Oh, Core Keeper. Not on Nexus mods. Because most games, most popular mods are always just some kind of dodgy nude mod. Oh, there are mods for it. I'm very intrigued that it's not on Nexus. Huh. Oh, there's a lot of mods for it. Oh cool, there's a mod that lets you keep your inventory after you die. That already makes the game better for me. I feel like losing your inventory when you die, when there's people playing along with you, then it's easier to go back and like get your stuff, right? Because someone can quickly come to your rescue. That's the word I'm looking for. Where if you're playing alone, it's a bit more tough. But I hope they do official mod support at some point. These all look a little bit hacky. But yeah, I think it's going to be cool. I just want it to be done. I'm playing less early access games these days. Oh, there's the first fireworks of the evening for me. WMD mod better than a nude mod. Yeah, I'm surprised. I am intrigued about how many nude mods people put in their games. Maybe they've got parental blocks on websites, so they have to get their games all sexy. I just don't understand it. There's a lot of interesting mods. Yeah, I think Core Keeper with proper mod support could definitely get to the Terraria kind of level of how much I like it. But yeah, there's a few things in it I don't like. I'm not a big fan of the you die, you lose your stuff, you have to go pick it up again. Not a big fan of like weapon durability degradation kind of stuff. So the Delve mod, like for Stardew, though, 100%, 100%, there definitely will be. Why's my eyebrows so twitchy? If I do this, eyebrow fine. Eyebrow very weakly. Like very weakly. What's going on there? I'm fairly sure my face isn't doing this. Oh, I have to look at that. My dear is annoying as hell. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I just don't think the new Zeldas... I've never played the old Zeldas either, but the new ones... I just hate weapon durability. It just feels like in a Zelda case, they want to force you to use other weapons, but I'm just never going to use a good weapon. And I think in Zelda it just breaks, right? At least in these other games you can fix it, but it's just annoying. The best durability, like mechanic, I've seen in a game yet is... like a lot of these crafting games, right? You build a tool and as you use it, it slowly gets damaged and then it breaks and you have to build a new one. And I think that's bullshit. Like if I make a pickaxe, right? My pickaxe isn't going to suddenly break. That's nonsense. But the best handling for it is all the tools and shit you make in Subnautica, where the tool itself doesn't break, but you have to get the batteries to run it. I like that. That would almost be better for me in some of these more fantasy-ish games. Like, oh, your weapon is magical. You're running out of magical charges. You have to recharge the magic. I wouldn't like that, but that's still better for me than, oh, this tool I made is just slowly breaking. Oh, and my shovel? Oh, my shovel's going to completely break. I have to run around with 3 shovels now. I just don't like it. The other game where there's just duct tape to fix it, yeah. But I guess they do it for sort of balance reasons, but it's just tedious for me. Like I like crafting games where you go through, I've got copper, then I've got iron, then I've got this metal, then I got that metal, and it just doesn't break. Can you imagine how shit Stardew Valley would be if your pickaxe breaks? I'd rather have it cost way more expensive to make it in the first place than just having to replace it. Or even the ones, let it have durability, and when the durability runs out, it's just less efficient, but it's not gone. And then fine, you go back home and you polish it, or you sharpen it, or you just fix it up a little bit and you can use it. Like, okay, sure, my shovel ended up being blunt, my axe ended up being blunt, but the fact that, ooh, my pickaxe, and I'm mining in this sandy rock, and oh, my pickaxe just broke and is gone. Now luckily I'm carrying 4 pickaxes with me. I just don't like that in a game. It's just, I don't know, it just clutters up your inventory and it's extra busy work. Like, there's no skill, right? You've already made it once, you can make it again. There's no skill involved in it. You're not discovering anything new. You're not making anything new. You're just redoing the same thing again that you did earlier. Which, I don't know. I just don't like it. And I like grindy games. I was so happy when I played Elden Ring and I realized the weapons don't have durability like they do in Dark Souls. Where with Dark Souls, at least, I sort of almost get it. It's almost fine. You're just going to get to the next bonfire and your weapon's magically repaired, so it's a payoff for certain weapons. Durability versus damage or something. Like, fine, I almost get that. But these crafting games. What's that one in space? It's Subnautica in space, but it was written by like a 13-year-old. Oh, Breath Age. I wish I could like that game, but it's just so annoying. But even ignoring like the annoying like narrator and the silly jokes they make all the time. Like the durability, oh, I've got scissors I'm going to cut some rubber with. And I cut 3-4 things and then the scissors break and then you have to make new scissors. Like, really? Ugh, it's just padding to act like you're making the game longer. Don't like. Tell me my scissors are dull, so it takes me, I don't know, twice as long to cut something. So go back to your base and sharpen your scissors, then they're good again. I can do that, that's fine, I can deal with it. And durability is ass. I'm sure there's some games where I would feel it's cool when it works out, but I just don't like it when I don't want to use the items I have because they're gonna break. But I'm cool with it gets less efficient. That makes sense. Like, you've got a survival shooty kind of game and you're running out there and your gun, I mean, it's getting dirty over time. Maybe it's gonna jam. Stuff like that, that's cool. But oh, my entire gun just falls apart and I can't use it ever again. I have to go get a brand new gun. Like, ew. Nonsense. I'm such a grumpy old man these days when it comes to games and shows and anything that brings me joy. I am so fussy. Is this what being a boomer feels like? Like, I'm not. I'm old millennial, but still. Am I mentally boomering? Is this what happens? Like, I could enjoy a game and it could be fine. I could be having fun and there's one minor thing I don't like and I go, ew, and I don't play the game ever again. I feel I was a bit more forgiving in my younger years. I think it's just because there's so many games, right? There's too many games to play all the games you want to play. So why play something that annoys you? Just cut it out. Cut it out of your life. Just remove it. But okay. Speaking about cutting things out of my life, I'm gonna cut this stream out of my life right now. I'm gonna eat something and then, I don't know, I'm gonna play a game. I'm gonna watch anime. I don't know. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself. I only watch shows usually where the entire season is done, so I can binge it. Because I can't watch something like an anime episodes that's 20 minutes. I can't watch one a week. So that would mean what? I'm currently watching like 10 different shows and I can't keep track of what's what. So I wait until I think it's done. And the last 3 or 4 shows I've watched, I thought they were done and they're not. And I'm just so grumpy at myself. I don't know, how do you know? How do you know whether this show has 12 episodes, a 13th one, or is it a long 20-something episode season? Like, where can you see? And so you might never read Berserk ever. I've only watched like a few episodes of some Berserk anime. I don't even know which one it was. A bit strange for me. Because yeah, I watch an anime series in a day or two. And I feel like that's good for my attention span. Like 6-7 episodes a day and then it's done. But damn. Now there's like 3 or 4 shows where I thought episode 12 was the last episode, but it's not. Usually wait for the dub. I don't like dubs. Something in my brain just tells me, no, this is not the original language. It sounds weird, or it looks weird, but that's not really true, right? Dubs these days are great. And if you watch it, I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say. The first anime I ever watched was Dragon Ball Z and it was dubbed. So for some reason, right, if I watch Dragon Ball, I'll watch it dubbed. If I watch any other anime, I watch the subs. Because that's how I started watching other anime. So anime for me, if it's not in Japanese, it sounds weird. But any shows, actually, even live action shows, well, actually live action stuff specifically, I can't watch the dubbed stuff because it doesn't match up with the lips and it looks weird. Prefer sub to dub, prefer 2x to 1x even more. What, so an anime episode's like 10 minutes long for you? And everybody talks in really high, speedy voices? Damn. Nah. Yeah, so I need to figure out where the hell do I check how many episodes a season's going to have. Because my only technique is waiting, keeping an eye on. Okay, what's the date of the last episodes of this thing? Is it more than a week away? And then you're okay usually, right? Unless they took a week or 2 break for some reason, which has also happened. Can watch 6 episodes an hour, something on the fan wikis, damn. Spam the producer with emails, yeah, that's definitely going to work, yeah, they're going to love that. I just don't understand why Crunchyroll, I watch all my anime on Crunchyroll, I just don't understand why that isn't a thing. Why isn't that a tag? Why can't I just search for things that are done? Or why doesn't it say episode 12 out of 13? Like someone who's making the series and uploading those episodes, right? They must know how many episodes it's going to be, right? Because when they upload episode 12, it's not like episode 13 and 14 and 15 isn't made yet. I suspect. I don't actually know how they work. Do they still tidy it up? And you have to be announced instead of not available for ones that have not been released yet. Yeah. But that's not the most annoying thing about Crunchyroll, right? The most annoying thing about Crunchyroll is how series and things are numbered. It's like, okay, this one says this is season, we've got season 12, season 51, and season 67. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's like, okay, the first one is actually season 1. The second one isn't a season, it's actually a movie, and then the third one is the second season. It's like, who named these things? But that's all from before they could split things by language, right? Where they had to have a unique season ID for every iteration of the show. If they had the show dubbed in 5 languages, they had to make season, probably season 1, season 1, 2, season 1, 3, season 1, 4, and season 1, 5. But if I click on anime and I want to watch it and I look at the season list and I think, shit, I have to go Google now to go figure out, how do I watch the show? Like, nah, this is too much work. This feels like work. Why am I investigating this? Why can't I just click? Why can't I just start at the beginning? But they've slowly been fixing it up, I think, now that they've tidied up the languages a while ago. It's not separate seasons. You can click on show and then you can go options. You can click your language. Maybe it's because it started off just being fan stuff, right? And if you have fans doing something and not professional people, it gets a little bit weird. Yeah, hang on, can I go on Crunchyroll if I'm not logged in? Sounds terrible. Yeah, it's the worst thing in the world. It's not that bad. Because I want to watch Psycho-Pass, right? Oh, Psycho-Pass is actually not that bad. They've actually fixed it up. Which show did I think about watching? That was so weird a while ago. Maybe they fixed it up. I can't remember which show it was. Also not this one. Damn it. I want to grab an example. You want to watch Patlabor? What's that? What is that? Oh, we talked about this a while ago, but that's not on Crunchyroll, and I only watch stuff on Crunchyroll or Netflix or whatever. Oh, fireworks. I don't understand how people have money for fireworks these days. Like, every boom you hear is like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds, right? Just make your own. Yeah, making your own fireworks at home, I feel, is not far off from bomb making at home, and I think the police frown. I think they frown on that. Oh shit, I never got a New Year's hat. Shit, hang on. This is important. Can't believe I forgot this. I'm gonna end stream now anyway. Damn it. Very annoyed at myself. 500 batteries getting tiny jetpacks. Yeah. Okay, so I can buy this thing that says free Happy New Year's hats and glasses. It costs 74p. I mean, it's cheap, but I understand the word free a little bit differently than most people. Oh man, I would buy this one. But it's, if I remembered earlier in the stream, okay, fine, never mind. We're going into New Year's without a New Year's hat. I didn't even stream last year, so this is already better. Do I have a part? Maybe I've got a party hat. I don't even have a party hat. Fine, imagine I'm wearing some badass party hat. I mean, party hats aren't badass, but just imagine, what else can I grab? Got a hard hat, that's not gonna work. I've got a katana, that's not gonna work. Mustache, no. Cat ears, no. Potato suit, no. The tuna. That tuna model's great. That was a good purchase, even though I only used it for like 2 streams. That was definitely worth the cost. So I should stop spending money, but that was cheap. Okay. You don't really care? Oh man. Not everyone's gonna care. But okay, that's enough babbling from me. At least we have a list now of what games we're intrigued of for 2024. 2023 is done. It was a big pile of ass. Are we hoping 2024 is better? I don't know. Are you gonna finish Clone Wars? Nice. 7 episodes left. Can you... Ooh, don't have enough time left in the year. But you don't have to finish it in 2023, right? That's not a rule. Okay, I'm gonna... I don't know, grab some food and think about my life. And probably stay up until 2024. And then go to bed. So yeah, enjoy the last little bit of the year. Hope everyone has a good new year. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. It depends on things and how I feel and the position of the moon and I don't know what else. Whatever. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Don't know why you guys are here and why you're not doing New Year's-y things, but go have a drink. Not King Shrek, you've had enough drinks. And yeah, have a nice rest of the evening. And I hope 2024 is better than 2023.